Yes, and I think the audio levels are good too. Try one
I
more
hear
time.
you perfect.
Okay.
I hear you perfect. Let's see people in the chat.
Actually, they all said that you sound horrible, man. I'm kidding. You have the chat up.
I
You have the chat up apparently. So
the good thing is that I multitask very strong, you know, and I'm checking the chat right now.
Yeah.
So trolling was good, but I got you, man. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you, man. Well, I was listening to you. I think we cast one time together, probably when Bully official.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Whenever it was, man, it was a while ago. I think that a lot has changed since then, and I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. So,
I think, me too, man. I think it was when you were starting in Bully Official, probably, that
Yeah.
I was also more in Bully Official as well, and you were starting, because I really don't remember even what kind of game was and so on. But well, now AM versus SY, it's not a bad moment to cast together again, huh?
yeah, man, best of 5, SY versus AM. Doesn't get any better than this, man. Both teams were extremely impressive today, and the earlier parts of the day, I guess, in the best of 5s. I think both teams deserve to be here, and we should probably get into the game soon. Before we start, Mem, I feel like I should hear your prediction. I'm just curious what you think. I can tell you what I think.
Well, I think that AM should be a little bit favorite. Also,
Okay.
because they are in the final for the first time, their motivation should be incredible.
Yeah.
And also, we have seen that even with some Slink, they have been dealing with some game. I remember that Dry River, right? Dry River.
Yep.
With Byzantines. I love it, that play in that match.
It was really intelligent, wasn't it? And it was the first time that a team beat the Indian Sling. It was the first time. So even Secret, if you remember, Secret died to Finland's when Finland's went for that strategy. So it was pretty telling.
Yeah. Also, I'm proud of MBL in those walls in the last game, you know?
Yeah, man.
The tutorials from Black Forest.
I was going to say, all the Black Forest training right there. You know, what he didn't do, and I have to bring this up, he didn't lame anybody twice. So
Didn't you point out that was tricky, was risky, that Supi was only with one stone wall on the left?
Yeah. It was risky.
Because
but he didn't know, I guess. He probably expected Leary to go to the other side, but it was a brilliant strategy.
Yeah, it's great. Well, I want to ask to the chat, is the sound good? I am louder than T90. T90 is louder than me. We can get now the good balance to just go.
I think, I think we're good. I think everything's pretty close, or as close as it gets. I can always make adjustments if people say. I'm going to make one small adjustment. Mem, so you said you think AM has an advantage. Do you want to make a guess for what you think the series will be? I can then tell you my guess.
Well, I would like to see a 3-2 or 2-3, because I like 5 games. But I'm not sure. I'm checking the maps, and I wouldn't be surprised that AM could win stronger, because Oasis and Hideout, I think they are a good map for them. What do you think?
Well, as far as the individual maps go, I am not sure which team would be favored, but I'm going to go with SY 3-1 here. I know it seems a bit like risky, especially considering AM played really well, and I'm not saying that AM were not, like, they don't have the skill, but I'm going to say SY 3-1, but I could be way wrong, and I wouldn't be upset if I was wrong.
We make the bettings then? Okay. Anyway, I really think, I don't care too much always who's winning, but AM need to win.
For sure.
To make the series more, I mean, all the Escape Champions League closer, because they are far away right now. So probably for that reason, I'm telling that, hey, you have to win. You can see there. You put there the standings, and Secret 28 points, 20 SY, Frantic 19, and look where AM are, T90.
Yep, all the way down there in 5th place on 10 points. As you said, man, but this is the first time that they've made it to the finals, I believe. And with a win here, they could work their way up the leaderboards, and I think we should just get into it, man. I think we should just get this party started.
Vamos, let's go.
All right, man. Well, game 1 will be Oasis. And I don't know about you, man, but these Oasis games have actually been really entertaining for me. It's unique to see how the pros play it.
I love also the Imperial fight, and usually in these Oasis maps, we always finish into the late game. So let's go, T90.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1. This is a best of 5 between SY and Aftermath. Both SY and Aftermath played extremely well in the semifinals earlier, and here we are in game 1. I'll start off introducing the Aftermath team. There's some T90 woo in Mem's house right now. This is great to hype up the event. Leary is he is on the flank as Mayans. His pocket is in the teal. We have MBL playing as the Huns. And then we have Nikov. Nikov is playing as the Saracens. And then, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Go.
I'll introduce SY then as well. We have Shainu. Shainu's the other flank. He's playing as the Saracens. The pocket far away from him is Lix. Lix is playing as the Spanish. And then in the yellow, we have Byzantines for Yo. And already potentially a lane for Leary as well. Mem, welcome to this best of 5, man. Welcome to the Escape stream. How pumped are you for this?
Thank you so much. Well, it's a pleasure to be with you for first time in probably almost ever. And I was quiet and I was just letting you talk about all because both teams. But I was taking the Saracens. We have seen how the Saracens are being used mostly for Sling, right?
Yeah.
But they are facing each other in the right side. Nikov versus Lovchan. So I like to say Lovchan because that nickname, And also another point out, Byzantines versus Mayans as a flank, right? And pockets, Hans versus Spanish. I'm really curious to see what is going to happen on the right side, but also left side. Look how open it is, T90.
Yeah, very open and already an aggressive start, right? Leary's here trying to steal the sheep. Now, he probably won't get the sheep, but he could go for a boar steal if you'd like. And arguably two of the best players here, Leary and Yo, are right against each other. And Yo he's under pressure, but he's done a good job so far, Mem, to keep Leary away.
Yeah, it's amazing. Also with the Eagle, and it's really nice to see both best players facing each other. Also the Saracens in the same spot because, you know, if you have the potentially a Sling player on a flank and the other as a pocket, it can decide the game, really.
Yeah, I wonder what they'll go for. We've seen a lot of jockeying for positions, a lot of aggressive feudal age strategies, and then once you push with your feudal age strategy, you then just wall up. So perhaps we will see that from both Nikov and Shainu. I'm going to continue with Shainu just to avoid confusion, but as Mem said, Love Chang has been his name for years and years and years. But
it's fine, T90. I will call him Purple.
That works. No we can go for the color too.
Yeah, exactly. Go.
All right, man. Well, pocket-wise, we have Huns versus Spanish. That's pretty similar, correct? Because they could both go for scouts and both go for knights, so they have that option.
And I believe that they will go as scouts most likely because we have seen how, since the Wall of Kingdoms came, it's coming too risky to go for the fast caster, right?
Yeah. Well, it really depends on how the flanks played. I think if the flanks are able to wall up real early, like especially SY, they've been walling up around this stage of the game more often than not, and we see that now from Purple. If they decide to wall early, then maybe you can get away with a fast castle, but you're definitely right. It is a risky play to try that.
Well, but MBL is pocket, man. We cannot see the good walls again, you know?
Yeah,
if MBL
he's not going to full wall from pocket.
Yeah, it's different, man. No, but this seriously, you have seen how there is some players, for example, MBL never get risk or big risk with the walls. There's some other players, for example, Supi, the previous series, in my opinion, he was a little bit sloppy in both games. Remember that there was 2 games that he didn't wall in the Bedouins, I think, and then the second one. So there we have a lot of action on the right side. Villiers Rush there between Nikov and Purple.
Yeah, interesting. Nikov researched Loom there. He sees the barracks going up, but there's not much that villager can really do about it, and he builds his own barracks. And then we've seen a lot of man-at-arms from the flank. It's probably one of the most aggressive strategies you could go for in the game, and you have to be aggressive if you want to get the walls up in strong positions. So perhaps we'll see that from both the Saracen players on the right.
Yeah, I believe so. And if the safer way to go to also control the map, they both spotted the barracks, so I guess they will do. And like we were talking, look at MBL, Mr. Yo, Leary, Nikov, all going super fast, and that means he will go for the scouts. But is Red going? Oh, look at Red. I'm taking Leaks.
Fast castle.
Leaks is It's fast castle with many farmers. Well, very interesting. Let's see. Now, SY will need the walls.
What's interesting is Lix is down 2 sheep, and they're right beyond his wood line. I guess he had sent his scout forward, so that's the why he hasn't found the sheep. But as you said, SY, they will be under pressure. We know how good MBL is with his scouts, and we'll see what side he decides to choose. Will he send his scouts to the right, where he already is with his starting scout, or will he go to the left? It seems like he's leaning towards the right here, because it's actually not a man-at-arms rush from Purple. It is actually a drush. So yeah, it would be a really good side to push, because Purple's not going to be in Feudal Age anytime soon.
Yeah, and also the Mayans Leary can deal probably lonely against his opponent, so it's better go to that side. Yeah. Also looks a little bit closer, so let's go. Let's see who's gonna win this draft. It seems that gonna be close. No, Purple is getting the advantage. Well, I think it's similar. It's very close.
Yeah, I think with the micro from MBL, his team will win the fight. He kills Red Scout, and then it's 2 full HP militia for Nikov. Now, he might not get man-at-arms now, but he has a strong follow-up with archers. And I don't like Purple's position. I don't like how open he is. Scouts are incoming from MBL soon.
Well, I'm checking his point of view, and he cannot spot it yet, the archery range, and he's now going to Feudal Age. Yeah. Nikov double archery range, T90. No sling. No sling. Aggressive play, man. Go, go, go.
Now, here's the question, Mem. Will we see a drush into sling? Because Purple could try and do that. He could try and wall this up, which I don't think he'll accomplish, but he's going for it, and then try and sling. That might have been the plan. Unfortunately for him, this is not going to be so easy once the archers come out.
But he keep doing more militia. He keep doing more militia because he's trying exactly what you say. Yeah. So he's trying to be somehow T90 Stradamus, right? to see if it's gonna happen. But look on the left. Look at the left, T90. Mr. Yo going full aggressive, but Lear will be in time to make the tower.
Really good defense from Leary. The tower is going to be up. He could actually deny Yo's tower. Amazing archer micro from Leary. And I don't know, as both towers go up, I don't know if Yo should have run in here, because he's running right into tower fire. And Leary will probably clean up the man-at-arms.
Well, it depends.
MBL's on the other side now, Memb. This is getting out of control for SY.
Expected. But he has a good thing. Mr. Yo has a good thing. He was mining a stone, so he can make a second tower, and that's really important. For that reason, look how Lear is going with the villages to try to kill that tower. He's gonna block him, but if the second tower is up, it's not a bad position for Mr. Yo, but he need that tower up. Oh, if he's not doing, big problem for Mr. Yo.
This could be GG right here, in all honesty. Mr. Yo's tower's at 90%. He'll lose one of his 4 villagers. He gets the tower up there, and it might just be enough to repair, but look at Shainu on the other side, man. He really needs Lix to send support with knights, and Lix is on the way, but he's lost so many villagers. It's not walled. This has not been a successful start for SY.
Yeah, and it's not going to be knights. He's going to need a little bit more time. He's on a stone, so he's going to go a castle and conks. So,
oh, really? Conquistadors, interesting move.
Yes. Well, it can be effective, but it needs quite more time. You have to build a castle, you have to move the conks to that side. I don't know. I really don't know.
I think if... I'm just watching Leary now as he starts to go towards Yo's base. I believe that all that you would need to do if you see the Conquistadors in Nikov's position, as MBL kills another villager, I would just stonewall. You know? Nikov can take this time to stonewall, and even if they can't push... they will have stone walls in defense, right?
Yeah, it's really needed. It's really needed the walls in these situations. But let's see. There's a lot of action going on. You can see how I see a scout also for MBL inside there. Archers from Nikov. Purple is in. They are really in problems right now. SY. They are being pushed all over. But the conks in this situation, if you send few one in a good spot, they can make a huge damage now because MBL still not even up to Castle Age.
Yeah, he's not up to Castle Age, and it's really on Lix now to bring this back for his team. Yo, to his credit, after losing the front, he has kept the one tower up, and he's being stubborn, which is nice. And he also has skirms at home. But before you know it, MBL will be in Castle Age, and before you know it, we'll probably see the same for some of the other Aftermath players. I don't know if Purple maybe slings here, Memb, or if he continues to match archers, but Can he stabilize a little bit is the question, because it is disastrous for him at the moment.
Yeah, well, what he's doing now, since he cannot go wall farther, he's trying to wall at home, being safe at home. Probably with that, for now, it's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to go really ambitious there because the archers are coming, and you have to wait the Kongs. I mean, the chance here for SY is what Lix is going to do right now. The castle is up, and let's see what he's gonna do with the Kongs.
Well, he's going to Leary's side, which could be the difference, man. Leary has not been able to wall because Mr. Yo's towers. And in the event that Conquistadors arrive, I don't know if Leary will be able to hold here. I also don't think he's going to expect the Conquistadors to be going in that direction.
And I feel, T90, that Elix is going to go one of those crazy games that he's not even going to go on extra tone center. He's going to be sending one village forward, going, well, imagine now Siege and Kongs.
Yeah.
Siege and Kongs can be a game change.
Yeah, Mangonels and Conquistadors, there's very little counters to that in the game. You might get lucky with a few monks, but obviously Leary can't do that from Feudal Age. And you know what, Mem? This map is really interesting. The reason that players seem to be surprised is because they can't scout what people are doing. Like on open maps like Arabia, these players are so good they can scout and they know what's coming, but I think that Leary's going to be surprised because he has no scouting on what Lix might be going for.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, how to consider this, like a semi-closed map.
Yeah.
Because yes, it's close because you can more or less wall, but still there's a lot of gaps to go. Anyway, he's going with the villager. I'm checking red point of view. Leaks. He's got. Oh my God, he's going all in. He want to go. He's doing
monastery.
Monks. Okay, monastery. Okay. No, but he's gonna go full push. I mean, if he's going like this, I think he will go full push. What do you think?
Well, it's tough for me to think that you can go 1 TC in a team game, right? So I think perhaps he started off with a bit more aggression. But he's just finished his second TC, and so I think he'll try and squeeze out a third TC with this. Because, Mem, as you know, like, it's too difficult to go 1 TC the whole game when there's 3 other players that can then boom up and come back. So, for that reason, I think that it's probably the better play to add some economy if you're Lix, but certainly the Siege Workshop is needed. Leary, he's going to hit Castle Age and he'll have crossbows.
I don't say that it's gonna work, but what I say is that it's gonna go crazy. And look what Mr. Yo is doing. Well, like this, they're getting a lot of map control. And really, with Monks, Cons, and Siege, even if MBL is going Knights, with a proper micro, stop the Conks and the Siege. It's really difficult to stop that. Well, the score is getting closer between the teams. I'm checking in the other side. It seems that the game is stabilized in the north, so we probably can focus in the south. And Mr. Yo, the Joe, with that new nickname, on the way to Castle Age.
A big problem, though, is that MBL and Leary they've held. They have the hill. Leary will get ballistics. He'll have crossbows. For now, they're okay here. And Nikov will be in castle within 30 seconds. And Purple doesn't have any. He's not close. So we could actually see problems for Purple there. It's just important that Nikov keeps his numbers alive and doesn't rush an engagement like now, where he's been kind of trapped in here.
Yeah, but they got surprised now. You see, now they noticed that they Siege and Monks.
Yep.
They were going like so confident with the knives, with the crossbows, and okay, we can do this. And oh, surprise, he delete instantly the tone center.
Yep.
And now MBL is adding Siege. So MBL is actually, look, T90.
I like the move, actually.
TC as well.
Yeah, I like the move, because they already have a lead, right? They just can't give their opponent way back into the game. Even Nikov going for a Siege Workshop, so they're definitely going to push their advantage on both sides. I fear for these Conquistadors, because Leary's about to finish ballistics, and we know how good Leary is with the crossbows. Yellow's skirmishers won't offer much anymore. Mr. Yo won't offer much anymore, and MBL's running in with the Knights, Mem. He's going for the Monks and the Mangonel.
Let's see the conversion. Let's see the conversion. Oh, but he convert too. He convert too. He's gonna take. Oh! I told you, man. The Kongs and those monks still doesn't happen. But doesn't happen. No, the Kongs are joining the party. Yep. But like you said, not an oath army. And Mr. Yo now with those villages, they are going to lose. T90, absolutely everything, or the Kongs will help an oath.
Oh man, that's not enough Conquistadors for me, man. Nope. It was worth it to lose those Knights if you're MBL. Well done. They're just delaying this, and economically, AM are so much more together as a team, and that is not what Lix wanted. He's lost Conquistador numbers, he's lost his monks, so he invested all of those resources into that, only to lose them. And now, poor Purple on the other side, 1 villager down, 2 villagers down. I don't even know if that tower's worth trying to get up. And Nikov is going to be pushing him in a big, big way.
He's 14 villages behind, man. I mean, in the other side, there's no chances for a SWI, really. So they only have to pray if they can do something in this side, because they are really behind. You can see how different is it with the economy already. And Hans, you know, he's also adding town centers. How many TCs? Well, now he has TCs as well. Red at home, leaks. But still, I don't know if they can make some pressure. What is Mr. Yo doing here?
Well, I think he wanted to go forward, and I think he wants to fast imp this, Memb. Because look at his resources. Yeah, so he sent the 3 vills forward. I believe he wanted to build his buildings forward, which he still is kind of doing. It's just kind of slowed his buildings down. And maybe you go into... Well, it's tough to justify Halbs when Leary has the archers, and it's tough to justify skirmishers when MBL has the knights. So I was thinking maybe like monks and mangonels and maybe bombard cannons. Who knows? It's still not going to be easy.
Only other thing that I see is that since he's with 3 town centers, he's on the way to Imperial. Look at the stone he's gathering. He has almost 500. Yeah. I guess he will make a castle. You can secure the map, and of course with Trebuchet and Kongs, you can push a lot more. Gonna be more complicated. But the good thing is that they are walled. I mean, now, with the advantage they have, they cannot get damage at home. The problem, look at Purple.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and I really think that if Aftermath lose this game, Aftermath could lose this game because they haven't taken control of this corner more. And here they come now, but I think they need to pressure these walls. I think they need to wall behind it or something. You have a lot of military now, and here they come. There's really no response to that right now. If the gate gets taken down, and it will get taken down soon, Yo could be in trouble. But as you said, Purple is just in an awful position right now. And Nika's sending resources to Leary, by the way.
Well, because he noticed that, look at the difference in the score. He can send whatever he wants, and Lear with the Mayans, I'm checking. Wow. Look at Lear with the Mayans, he's like clicking up to Imperial anytime soon. Yeah, he's doing the castle, yellow, Mr. Yo, but still, the map is super open. The castle in that little hill might defend, but how much? Did I think he's gonna get raided anyway? He need to wall more, and this game is clearly looking for an AM win. Look at this.
Yeah,
and this is Byzantine walls. They took the Byzantine walls like in what? In 20 seconds?
They could stop the castle. Man. They could stop the castle. If MBL gets enough knights there, that castle could be denied. Amazing micro from Leary. Castle's at 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 99. He gets it up. But the losses, man. The losses were too extreme there. My word.
Yeah, it's... Well, he's on the way to Imperial Leagues too, but look at Leary. He's there going to Imperial. And now he's in Imperial, Mr. Yo, but what he's doing? What he has to do with that? He has no resources. He has nothing. Right now, 4 army against all the knights raiding. There's nothing to do. Not too much, actually. Leagues should go what? Well, he should go, in my opinion... Paladin, right?
Yeah, he has to go Paladin for sure. Problem is, Mem, he can't prop up both sides. He can't kill Nikov, and he can't kill Leary at the same time. So he has to probably save Yo, as Yo is being attacked by MBL and Leary. But just such strong position for AM in Game 1. What a game from them, man. Really strong stuff.
But they got an early advantage. Really early advantage. When Mr. Yo was going with those towers, they lost. And on the other side... It was clearly ahead Nikov all the time. Right now we can see how the Knights are going deeply into his economy. And Mr. Yo is going to lose more. Well, there's not too much to lose behind this, so they're going to lose the little things they have.
That's the strategy. See, if you don't want to lose villagers, just don't make a lot of them, and then you're fine, right? You're fine. But obviously, Leary's not only going to come in with these archers, MBL's not only going to be coming in with these knights, but he'll have more. There will be a strong follow-up to this. And this is just as Lix is trying to get paladins, and he's losing his knights. This is a perfect time for AM. Such strong play.
Yeah, this is game. I mean, this is game because there is no chances. Look at the population. The most population on SY has less population than the less in AM.
Yeah.
So say that what you can do is it's almost impossible to do anything. Purple has nothing to do on the other side, and if we follow the action here with the Arbalest from Leary, Arbalest already, MBL is also on the way to Imperial. Yeah, at least we have Cavaliers, but it's not enough.
He could kill this army, Actually, Aftermath could delete this army right now, and they'd still have a huge lead. You know, like, if Lix kills this army, sure, but there's going to be a huge wave of Arbalests and Cavaliers coming in right after that. And as you can see, Yo's Trebuchet goes down. He doesn't have enough to deal with this, and this will only get worse for them.
Have you noticed, T90, the Chinese teams, how they never give up? I mean, do you notice that the game is basically over for some time ago? Well, right now, they know that it's over, but they really try hard, huh? Nobody try hard like that.
Well, if you look at it this way, Memb, if you have 1,000 games in this situation, and you try 1,000 times to still play, and you win just once, it's worth it. So
No, yeah, I mean, and the team that is probably doing this the most are them, because they have won the most as well.
Yeah, exactly. They've come back from the dead many times, and it's a sign of how resilient they are, and it's definitely something that AM is well aware of. Here comes Lix, Memb. He's going in with the Cavaliers.
Let's see if with those Cavaliers can do something. Well, it's +4 and Kongs. Actually, that army, maybe they can take those, huh? Yep, I think they can take absolutely everything there. Whoa. Okay, let's see this. Maybe we are talking too fast and they can't come back from the hell. Look at on the right side also. What is this? Loftian Purple Shinu is recovering to Nikov because maybe he stopped Nikov to push and was giving resources to the other side. Yeah, it's possible, right?
Yeah, so, that's the problem. That's the problem. Nikov was sending resources, but again, now Nikov just needs to hold. And as I said, you know, Cavalier on the way for MBL, more Arbalest for Leary. It will be Plumes, so it wasn't even that wave that has been killed off. It's the next wave that's going to be even stronger. Mysterio's only at 100 population. MBL's researching Paladin. So Lix needs to kill all of this now. He needs an immediate response again because Aftermath are still so far ahead.
Yeah, well, let's see if... Well, they need to kill this army before he resists the Paladin. And another thing, have you seen Mr. Yo and Lix being together with the army? Has been a split during all the time. Now Lix is on the way to get the Paladin as well. But that army is too much. Now they are joining the party with Mr. Yo, Cavaliers, Kongs, and those Arbalests, but they still have, in numbers, a lot more.
Yeah, problem for Yo is he's making new Arbalest, but he can't reinforce. He's losing his archery ranges. Now, on the other side, there was a nice Maganel shot from Nikov. I thought we were going to see a bada boom there. He just has to stonewall. He's fortified walling. He's the new MBL. You know? He's the new MBL. He's adding all those walls.
No, but really, I'm not a fan from walls, but this is tournament games. Yeah. Really, you have to take all... yeah. You have to make the walls, you do it, man. Yep. You don't have to be ashamed. Just make all the walls if it's needed. But now the big fight is on the left, and we can see they are trying to take the fight, but Plume Marches, elite Plume Marches, fully upgraded and Arbalest versus 20 Arbalests. They have more numbers in everything. Look at MBL, 53 largest army right now. I think with all those Paladins, he could take absolutely everything. And he's asking for resources. Of course, you got a lot of army using everything.
Yeah, this is bad. This is bad for SY, and I think this is possibly the last fight of the game here. Leary with the elite teams, MBL with the Paladins, and there's the GG. I think, Mem, if we were to review this comes down to Purple, to Shinu. It was just awful play from him. There's no other way to say it. He went for a drush, and I believe the idea was to allow him to wall. But he failed. The walls were too late. He didn't get the walls up, and then he got killed by Nikov.
But the truth is that was in that side more like a 1 versus 1.
Yeah.
Mr. Yo failed on his own way here too.
Yeah, you're right. Yo also didn't do the best job. I agree, because he fell way behind Leary, so they lost. I guess the way of looking at it is the 1v1s on each side were won by Aftermath. Also need to consider, of course, MBL went scouts, which really helped.
Yeah, and then if you focus the pockets after Kongs, man, Hans will recover with a boom much faster than the Spanish. Much faster, like it happened. Look at the population. MBL finishing with 181, with 122 villages, over only 100 from leagues. And if we check the achievements, I'm sure that the economy for MBL might be the best in the game. Yeah,
and we'll go to the achievements now. There's the eco stats. More food, more gold. Amazing game from MBL. The previous game, the last game of the best of 5, previously, MBL was just walling up, and everyone was laughing about it, calling him a waller and stuff, but that was the reason they won that game, and obviously MBL showing here how much quality he has to be able to get to Paladin so quickly and have the economy he did. That means that Aftermath takes the first game, and we're going to move on now to game 2 in a bit. I don't think Aftermath are going to be too disappointed. I think they'll be happy about that.
Yeah, and always winning the first game is quite important for your confidence as well. And it seems it's the first time that they are in the finals. You are winning and the way they won. I mean, clear win for AM.
Definitely. Now, you mentioned how the SY team, they're very resilient. They do not resign easily, right? And I think that goes down to the mindset that SY have. So keeping that in mind, I think that if there's any team that would get steamrolled in game 1 and then be able to turn it around in game 2, 3, 4, and 5, it would be SY or Secret. I think SY and Secret have the best mentality when it comes to playing the game. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, that definitely. I mean, I don't know if when you are playing, depend of what teams. You know, I have talked a lot about the psychology factor. I don't know your opinion about that. Is there a problem? But I don't know what happened. Do you notice any problem when I start to speak, T90?
Oh, with the mic. So well, the only thing I hear is occasionally it spikes. So
I don't know why is that happening.
Yeah,
because when I cast
annoying.
in my channel, when I am in my channel, it never happens.
Well,
so I really don't know why is that.
Let me. Like, I'm obviously not going to make your voice very low on my side, but maybe if I take it down 5%, if there is a spike, it won't be as bad.
Do you still listen to me good?
Yeah, no, everything's good, man. I mean, quality's good. It's all right.
I just changed something. I just hope that it's not gonna pop up when I start to talk. It seems that it's too loud in my first word.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see if it's not happening that.
Okay. Well, you know, at the end of the day, Memb, it's once every so often, so it's not a huge deal. So I think it doesn't distract too much from the games. And we are going to get into game 2 here, which will be a hideout game. So hideout between SY and Aftermath in the final. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 2 in a best-of-5 final between SY and Aftermath. Game 1 was just lights-out play from AM. Extremely strong play on both the flanks and the pocket. SY, they're going to need to turn it around here. I will start with the AM team. We have Leary in the green for Aftermath. He's playing as the Britons. His pocket is Hart. Hart has come in for Nikov, it seems. And Hart is playing as the Spanish. And we have MBL in the teal. He's playing as the Mongols. I'm going to pass it along to Memb to introduce the SY team.
Well, Tirenti, pleasure be with you. Persians, Mayans, and Turks for SY. I don't know. I want to see those civilizations, but we see purple as Persians on the flank. Then on the other flank, we see the Turks with leaks. And as a pocket, Mayans. We have seen what can happen in this map with Mayans as a pocket. Can be really interesting. I don't know if we're going to be some sling involved, but if it's not happening, what do you think about this civilization matchup? I love when there is so many different combinations, and to make prediction is become harder and harder for the casters and for everyone in general.
Well, you asked me what I think without sling. Without sling, I think Mongols, I think the Aftermath teams are better, because as late game goes on, to have Mongols in Imp is insane. However, I think we have to consider the sling possibility, right? I think Persians, great Paladin Civ for purple. Then you have Yo as pocket, he's Mayans. Turks, it's kind of iffy, and we have seen slinging situations. So perhaps they're going to put it all on Mr. Yo here to really carry their team with some type of sling shenanigans.
I really think that they should do this in this. Honestly, with the Mayans pocket, and it can be similar like Oasis. You don't know for where he's going to come, right? Maybe he's going to go to the left, to the right side. He's going to surprise. For the start, the start in these maps are always slow. We can talk about all this basically till Feudal Age, because it's when we are going to know exactly more or less what they are going to do, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea for Licks to go extra aggressive. Go forward with towers or man-at-arms or something. Just get some walls up. And then
look! Sorry, look at purple. Look what he was trying, and he lost his own scout to lure his own boar.
What?
Look at his boar on the gate.
Oh,
his boar trying to lure his. What is this?
Oh,
I don't know if it was laming or it was laming, but he lost the scout. Yeah, man,
the
it
scout
was laming
at the gate.
And look at that boar going back. Oh man! But
wow.
At minute 4, being a flank, T90 losing the scout. Well, now it's open the possibility to Leary to decide whatever he wanna do.
Yeah, Leary would have been set back from losing that boar. He's going to get it now. I could see it coming back. Also, Leary can see that his opponent lost the scout, so I'm sure he'll be happy to see that. Remember we talked about mindset, Mem. I wonder if...
Yeah.
I mean, Love Chang is very experienced, obviously. He's been around for a long time, but in Game 1, it was not very good. In Game 2, that happens. And yet, in the quarterfinals and the semifinals, he was amazing. So perhaps just not having the best day, perhaps not feeling the best going into these games.
Yeah, it's complicated. I mean, we talk sometimes with the players, and it happens to everyone. Like,
yeah,
you don't have the day, and whatever you try, it go wrong, right? And then that's the day, man. Better to don't go out, right?
It's just like casting. It's just like casting. Earlier, I said that Yeoman was Warwolf. So we, players and casters,
no.
they...
T90, don't be humble. We never fail, okay?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we don't make mistakes. we only test the viewers. We don't make mistakes. It's just a test.
to see if we are listening properly and to blame us, right?
That's what it is, man.
All the mistakes on purpose, huh?
That's what it is. It's good that it's good that we can finally tell people the truth about that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're trollers as well, guys. Don't worry. Anyway, back into the game. I don't think so. Leary will go aggressive, but maybe he's gonna be safer now to go, for example, for a castle age.
He built a castle in the semifinals, right?
Yeah.
So perhaps he tries the same thing, goes for a fast castle into longbows. No one has clicked up to feudal yet, Mem. So we could have a very different game where everyone just fast castles. That would be a first.
It's looking, man. It's looking like this. You can see how MPL, man. MPL is in a good level, man, with the walls.
Yeah.
It's starting to wall already 8 minutes, so yeah, man. But well, like you said, they need to make some sling, in my opinion, because
I agree.
the civilizations they got, and I hate the sling, but in late game, Britons, Mongols, and Spanish, I mean, I think they will dominate completely in late game.
Well, there is one...
To SY.
Yeah, I agree. I think super late game, once the trades are up and everyone's on their best options, the Aftermath team has the best civilizations. But what's a great way to combat someone who's walled? Well, build a castle as Turks and use Janissaries and Petards to bust through. And so that's the one argument I can make for Turks, and Lix is already on stone. So perhaps he's fast castling into something like Conquistadors, and that'll be the strategy. Well, we'll see. But maybe that's one way to use Turks here.
Yeah, well, let's see.
Yep, we'll find out, man. Everyone is on the way to feudal age now. There's some different times. Leary on the other side for Aftermath. He is on stone, so probably a fast castle into a castle drop for him. Kind of expected there. And Shainu, or Purple, he is trying to fast castle and go knights. However, he's really had a rough start, man. He does not have the resources he needs to get there. Yeah, just sloppy stuff, man. Sloppy stuff.
Well, this is difficult because the problem when you lose the scout that early, you cannot push the deers.
Yeah, can't push the deers. Which brings me back to why would he go up on 24 vills? He went up on 24 vills. It's just a bit early for me, so we will have to keep an eye on that because if the castle time's late, that puts him even further behind. And massive stone walls for Lix on the other side. Hopefully he sees that hole. But massive stone walls.
I'm gonna check his point of view right now, Lix. Well, he didn't explore yet. Imagine if he leave that hole, he's doing all these walls.
I think he's gonna sling.
Well, with those walls, look at the walls he's doing.
There we go.
He's slinging already.
That's why. That makes sense. And now Purple doesn't need to wait for resources because he just received them. So it was a delayed feudal age, and Lix is going full stonewall, and he's slinging Purple.
But explore that area that is close to the edge of the map, because the scout is okay. He's going now.
Yeah,
he's
he'll
gonna
find it.
They cannot make those mistakes, man. If they do those mistakes, ay. Well, he's gonna slink, and oh, but look who is slinging. He's slinging the flank.
Yeah, he's
not slinging the Mayans.
Yeah, he's slinging purple, which is peculiar, but it can work. I'm just wondering why Aftermath have not walled, you know? Like, they've had the time. They haven't made any walls whatsoever. They'll be exposed to this. But Leary will maybe build a castle, and that'll alleviate that worry.
Oh, no, man, but this is not gonna work. Leary is gonna go forward castle? He's going with Billy's... Well, no, his Billy's outside taking those deers.
I think he might TC there.
Yeah.
I think he might TC before he builds his castle, like, right there. To protect that area.
Anyway, I don't like the... Well, it's true that with Persians T90, you get a great economy going. So if you also underslink, you can get really quick in Imperial.
Yeah.
But what about Mayans? You don't need all the TC. You can go with... And he's going to make a castle. It's weird, the strategy. It can work because when you are underslink, it's always stronger than playing a standard. But like you said, there's no walls on AM side. And now the Knights... Well, also you spot it really quick. Oh, he's gonna go forward and siege. Probably going to go forward and siege. He's sending one village forward, and I believe that he'll make the siege. But like you said, the castle is up, so they don't need the walls because with the castle they are safe.
Yeah, I guess the issue would be the mobility of those knights. Those knights would be able to run around to hit Hart, but Hart's already walled as well, so he could just quick wall behind. And Aftermath have gone for the approach of not investing into a lot of walls because that's worse for your economy. Worth pointing out that everything has been scouted, so there should be no surprises for Aftermath. They see the massive stone walls from yellow. They still see that yellow's in feudal age. They also saw both of purple's stables. So on a map where sometimes scouting can become an issue, Aftermath have scouted correctly, and that could be very good for them.
And maybe they can switch. I mean, when they notice that he has a castle, don't be so surprised that yellow start to sling also Mr. Yo. And switch and go for the Mayans. He's gonna make the castle. He's doing the castle. There you go. And the knights are going. He's trying to see if they can make some damage. I don't think so. There is gonna be much damage. Now it seems that we are going to see another Imperial battle, which I'm really excited to see.
And this will be a traditional build-up to it for Aftermath. They're not slinging each other. They're just adding economy. And this excites me, man, because Sling has seen a lot in tournaments. There's a lot of debate over it. I don't think Sling is a bad thing. It's just a strategy. But Aftermath, they have beaten the Sling once already today, and they're going against it now, and they seemingly have a plan because they have scouted everything and they have prepared for this.
But they have won when they have done a lot of army. When they play standard without army, it's not the same. Because then the opponent can push you completely because you don't have anything to defend. Remember that game with Leary going to full army and going really strong. Anyway, I wanted to ask: is the sound good, guys? I mean,
oh yeah, no complaints there, man. I think we're good to go. Right? Yeah.
Nice. Yep. Go.
I think Leary needs to be cautious with moving out with his longbows because while he has the range, these are Persian knights, and these Persian knights are fantastic against any archers when they close in. So while Leary should trust his micro, that's 5 knights versus 5 longbows, and that's not a fight that he will win, and that is not good for him. He needs to keep a hold of his numbers, man, because these longbows take a long time to create.
And not only that, remember, we forgot to mention, or maybe you did and I just missed it, knights +2 extra against archers. Those archers die almost instantly. I mean, if there is knights, you can see that this bloodlines +1, he need to go back because the castle is then gonna be the TC. They are still in a good position. The thing is, with more and more slink, they will be able to go probably faster to Imperial Age. And that is gonna be dangerous for AM. But still, 3 players, Castle Age and booming, with some army, but booming. While 1 player is in feudal age, you do the damage early or you are in troubles.
Yeah. So this comes down to how long can Hart and Leary hold while MBL full booms. It takes a long time to get to Elite Mangadai, but if MBL gets there, more than likely Licks will still be full walls and in feudal age, and then that could end the game right there. I do like the play from Yo. He's sending his plumed archers around with the knights from purple. Aftermath's not aware of that, and they're waiting next to Leary's base. And what this will actually do is Hart can't quick wall behinds now, because the plumes will be there. So if these knights attack the palisade walls, and they're about to, Hart can't quick wall behind if the Plumes are there to shoot the Vil. Smart move.
Yeah. Well, I think that this is gonna be complicated for AM because what you said. I mean, the Mongols need a lot more time. That, for example, Mr. Yo, even if he's doing a castle and plumes, I believe that the Mayans will be much faster to be ready than the Mongols. And then if they kill green and blue, I mean, if the Mongols are gonna be super powerful, I believe that they will do the damage. I don't know. I am on purple point of view. He's still with a strong position, strong population, and he's gonna go up to Imperial soon. I mean, if you see that he has only 300 foot, but already over 800 gold, 400 foot, and he's doing even chain bard in armor. He will be ready to go up soon, man.
I think they could actually just push Hart now. Even without the Imperial Age, they could push Hart now with these upgrades. And it's, again, such a smart move for Yo to come here as well, just to stop the gates and the quick walls from Hart. Hart he's doing the wise thing there, running in just to delay the Knights, keep the stables up. And, oh, he's going to turn around. He's going to fight this one. Not the best fight, but it's decent.
Gonna lose.
It's decent, yeah. I think he just needs to buy himself a little bit of time, I suppose.
Exactly. I was about to say, but he's also losing a lot of himself. And when he's gonna go up to Imperial like this, you cannot afford so many army when you are against 2 players, and one of those are underslain. You can see how he's still going with the Knights and the Plume Archers, but in the other side, second castle already for Leary. But this is good and also tricky. Imagine if the others are going faster to Imperial. All those forward castles for Leary will go where?
I feel like Hart rushed that fight. He wanted to save his stable. He didn't need to take that fight, and now these Plumed Archers have Bodkin Arrow. The Knights already had more upgrades than him, and he is trying to catch up now, and there's been a few moments here which has made me think that he feels like he's under pressure. Leary with the 2 castles on that side, it's going to be very, very strong. In fact, he could even mount a slow push, but I believe more than anything now he needs to bail Hart out of jail here. He needs to send some help to get this army out of Hart's economy.
But he's going. I mean, this fight gonna be crucial, because now there's not so many Knights anymore for Purple, for Love Chan. So, and you, some Plume Archers, look at the Lombos without the plus 1. Let's see if the Knight, no, but with a good Michael, look how the Knights are going dramatically down, and now hard with the Knights, so they need to go back. They are taking absolutely everything.
Yeah, very good pickoffs there. I think Yo will probably escape with a few, but obviously 4 Plumed Archers are not going to do much. And that's exactly what they needed to do. Yeah.
Look at the push on the left. Look at the push where those Knights were, man. 4 Rams and 20,000 Knights.
Oh!
Quick walls.
The gate!
But still, it's a lot of army. He's gonna lose that castle 100%, right? And look at the second castle forward. And what we talk, MBL is on the way to Imperial, 1 player. But look, T90, Lovechan, and Mr. Yo both on the way to Imperial.
The power of the Sling Mem. As we said, it's so strong in Aftermath. They've beaten it before, but can they beat it now? MBL might be on the way to the Imperial Age, but he's on the wrong side of things, and that is not going to save Leary's castle. And Leary just clicks up himself. I think what they need here is they need the presence of Hart. They need Hart to get some Knights to kill the Rams, and then maybe the Longbows can hold. But what a nice aggressive push. A lot of times the Persian player would wait to make the Rams till Imp Mem. But here he went for it in Castle Age. It worked out.
Yeah, but the problem here is, if Leary is losing the second castle and he will lose what he has, what he can do. 80
nothing,
buildings, but 0 buildings, nothing. So then it's free way to Persians and Mayans to go together. MBL need to go to that side 100%.
Yeah, well, let's see what he's building. He has his second castle on the way. He's getting his universities. He's trying to get upgrades. Mangadai are the hardest unit to upgrade. It takes a lot of time. So MBL still needs a bit of time. As Mem said, excuse me, Leary has invested into longbows, so if he loses the castles, which are not far away from the castle of Yo and the Rams of Purple, that could be the game. So he needs to hold here.
Also, I'm checking where's his goal. Well, if he's losing the forward, that's another problem. Leary will have to move all his base. He's in a difficult position. We'll have to go there. The good thing is that Hart, even going against both players, look at the boom he got. 117 village, 10 army, and he is already on the way to Imperial. Playing really strong. SY, need to kill now or never.
Exactly. This is the stage of the game where if you're receiving Sling and you're not killing your opponent, you will soon be 3v2'd by opponents who are full strength. And I think they're just waiting for upgrades now, Mem. Bracer on the way for Yo, Conscription on the way, and Cavalier on the way for Shainu.
Oh, look at the walls by Leary, top player. I mean, the walls are needed, man. The walls are needed.
Yeah.
They're waiting for all the upgrades. Cap rams already. Trebuchets are crucial. The trebuchets are there. They're going to take that castle, that TC. And honestly, T90, they need to wall. You see the flaring they are doing? Because if not, they might kill Leary completely. Oh, that castle is risky because he was there with the Lombos and... Nah. But the Lombos behind the walls might take those buildings. No, there's a lot of blue marches. Crazy fight. And can beat the game here.
Yeah, there's 2 golds here. One Leary already cannot take. He needs to repair the castle. I think, honestly, just needs to delay because MBL has the Mangadai. MBL's getting elite Mangadai. If the Mangadai are here in time, they could snipe the Trebuchets. And I don't like the castle from Mr. Yo. It's immediately going to be trebbed down. Aftermath are holding.
Yeah, but they only need to get into Leary's base.
Yep.
If they get into Leary's base, this is Paladins, man. Persian's Paladins might do really well there. Let's see, because they are breaking the gates. He needs to wall a little bit more. And now that we were talking, what military buildings for Leary? So it's basically here 2 versus 2, right?
Yeah, he's playing Nomad now, man. He's playing Nomad. He has to go find a new base. Does MBL have enough Manga? That's the question. He does have full upgrades, which is a huge help. Leary has to micro whatever units he has left. Mr. Yo will lose that castle on the front at this rate, but that's so many Cavalier, and the Paladin upgrade is about to complete. Can SY do this?
I think they can. I think they can, T90. Look at these guys. This elite blue march is fully upgraded. The Paladins are almost there. He's taking the Trebuchet, and now Lix is on the way to Castellis. That means he will try to keep going, and now boom, 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 boom. He's raiding a lot. Leary population is going dramatically down, but MBL and Heart, T90, is still with an amazing population.
Yeah, and Heart's about to finish the Cavalier upgrade. So once the Cavalier upgrade completes, makes life a lot easier for Leary, makes life a lot easier for MBL. And let's remind the stream that Yellow's just been slinging this entire time. He's halfway to Castle Age now, so he might be thinking about getting involved. The power of the Mangadai, man. Yeah.
It's Paladins, T90, but it's many Paladins, and remember, we have to remember to remind to the viewers how cheap are the blue marches. That's another thing that is really important. I mean, Mr. Yo can get, what? Now he has 40, but in few minutes he can get 100 blue marches easily. While the army from Heart and MBL, it's way more expensive, right?
Yeah, and Leary can't contribute, really. He's trying to make a few longbows, but longbows aren't even good versus Paladins and Plumes and Rams. So I think AM are running out of options. Heart's getting his own Paladin upgrade, and MBL's still here with Mangadai, but he's been so far away, he can't reinforce fast enough. Meanwhile, Yo with the forward castles has been able to send in Plumed Archer after Plumed Archer.
Do you see a possibility, an option to try to distract them, that if MBL is able to make Oneg Abri to cut and send few army to Yellow, for example, and try to raid? I mean, they have to make some distractions, something to make them stop this push, because the push, even if they are still ahead, oh god, the army and the map, how much map they are getting now? Little by little they will have map control, more and more map control, and Mr. Yo is still going. But I believe now that Purple needs more army, more than 24, man.
Yeah, it's why you should consider not going to Castle Age in Lix's position, because Lix now has less resources to send, and this is a hold for Aftermath. With enough Cavalier and enough Mangadai, they are holding this, and Heart is now going to add Siege Workshops. This is before he finishes that Paladin upgrade. And Mem, you mentioned the Onager cut. Perhaps that's something MBL can do. I think before that, though, they need to consider Rams even, and just invest fully on this other side, because they cannot afford to lose any more territory.
Well, but what is really true is, in same numbers, Paladins and Mangadai will destroy the Paladins and the Blue Marches. But that's the thing, they have same numbers. No, they have even more. They have more. They have more Mangadais. Well, not that Blue Marches, but look at those Paladins now. And where's Purple now? Oh god, he's leaving Mr. Yo alone. Ay. You need Paladins there, man.
He's trying to hit the economy of Leary, but honestly, Leary, I don't want to call him a non-factor, but he's not really that important to the AM army composition. So to leave Yo's Plumes like that is a risky move. And Leary, he's walling up, he's saving whatever vills he can.
Yeah, but the good thing is to keep Leary really out completely of the game, because Yellow is still only with 70 villages. Actually, now he's ahead to Leary, but still, they can now go for a good trade. Well, they can trade also to AM. So this is 2 versus 2, and if they hold, I think that they still have chances to win the game for sure.
Yeah, I think that you have to remember that there's Spanish trade. Spanish trade.
Exactly.
So with Spanish trade and Mongols, you have to give AM the edge in late game. So I'll say again, this push needs to continue. Purple and red, they need to go further. They're not going any further, and that's going to be a huge problem for them. Once Mongols gets the siege on Azure, once the Spanish trade starts paying off, it's going to be near impossible for them to push.
You know the only chance they have? They need elephants, man.
Elephantos.
They need elephants. they need ballerinas. Look, they need elephants. No, really, serious. I don't know if they will have an economy to afford it, but man, this army composition is gonna make that the AM with NBL and Heart is gonna take absolutely everything. And look at those amount of paladins. P90, 40 paladins against 15. They are killing everything.
And the siege rams are here. This could be the finishing blow. There's not enough paladins from Purple. He does not have the economy. And all you need against Mayans is just get some siege rams in front of those plumes. The Trebs are here from Leary, the Trebs that he saved from earlier. Heart's even joining in. And now Mr. Yo, it's all falling apart for him, Memb. He's losing some of his castles.
Yeah, and now the thing is, I was about to ask you, where Yellow should go and attack? Attack? Look on the right side. NBL is already pushing the siege with siege rams and Magondites. So he wants to attack there. Wow. So right now, thanks to Spanish trade and Mongols, it's 2 players with Leary out of the game because he got 0 army, and they are in a total domination mode.
Yeah, it's big problems now for SY because Yellow's not in a position to defend himself on the right, even from 10 to 20 Mangadai. And this castle for Yo is probably not going to stay up at this rate. Now, credit to him, man, though. His production has been insane, constantly above 50 military. But even more credit to MBL, because remember, MBL's producing Mangadai from mainly the other side to get here. And he has Rams. And he's pushing on the right. And he's going to be through.
But you know why you feel that the production for MBL is that constant? Look at his ratio kills death.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, when you don't lose Mangadais, you're fine, right?
They don't die, man. They don't die. They are just amazing, and they are taking absolutely everything. Are those Ferraris? I like to call the siege rams with the average Ferraris. No, they are not yet. But even without them, they are taking everything.
Yeah.
Alex is trying to make cabarches. Turk cabarches are good, yes. But man, he is now defending, so he cannot even go to defend to the other side.
A big difference between the Cav Archers and the Mangadai is that Cav Archers can't kill Siege Ram. Mangadai are still better, and Turk Cav Archers are really unique and interesting because they have the 100 HP and they get full upgrades. But big problem for that is the cost. Big problem for that is the fact they can't deal with the siege. And MBL does not even need to be on that side. He just needs to continue what they are doing, versus red, versus purple. And Yo's castle, this will be the 3rd one he's lost on the front. This is becoming worse and worse for SY, despite the score somehow saying that they have the lead.
Yeah, well, we said in the start that these civilizations, if the game go for a longer game, and the game is getting longer and longer, Spanish, Mongols, and Britons, well, in this case, Spanish and Mongols are just brutal. And you can see that on the right side, what I like is that that MBL is keeping Yellow. So Yellow could come, for example, to the left to make bombard towers from Turks, something, you know?
Yeah.
But he needs to defend there, and that's good.
I'll take that as a compliment. You almost called me MBL.
Yeah, I saw, man, but look at on the right side. Be careful, he's keeping the gate open. If he's going in, he can now take the trade.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Now, surely MBL can stabilize. He left the gate. Well, he didn't leave the gate open. He let the gate open, and Lick stopped it. That's a legendary play. If he can kill the trade, then maybe they can hold on. That's ridiculous, man. Just the presence of mind to stop that was pretty clutch. I do think MBL sees this now.
I think he sees, but the trade is really important, man. And now, look at this. Heart is also there with the... No, man. This MBL and Heart are playing amazing. Now, finally, on the left, a lot of paladins. But this is the thing. This distraction now, T90, they have 3 armies versus 2. It's the good thing from SY, and it's starting to be, thanks God, another epic game.
that was a bad fight, a very bad fight for Heart and MBL. For some reason, MBL was not engaging alongside Heart, and now MBL could lose his plumes here, Memb. MBL could lose his plumed archers here as they're trying to deal with the cav archers on the right. They're falling back on the left. Are you kidding me?
Oh man, they are pushing back, man. They are pushing back. Look at now, Mr. Yo and Purple with so many paladins on the right side. Is he taking some trade cap? Nah, there's not a problem anymore. But you saw the distraction, the 90. With some distraction, they pushed it on the left back again.
Yeah, and MBL, his strength before was not losing his Mangadai, and now he's going to lose Mangadai, and he will not be able. He won't be close with the reinforcements.
He mean Magundais. We all know that you are trollers. You say plumages for MBL. Magundais,
yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
You can't make a mistake.
Go.
You can't make a mistake. Yeah. Chat will always let you know, man.
We did on purpose, guys. They don't listen to us, you see? They only listen to us when we made some little mistake. But anyway, you can see the plumages and those paladins domination now because of that distraction. But then what is gonna happen on the right side? You need bombard towers, Mr. Leaks, because now you are so oh my god, on the right side, Magundais and Paladins versus Cav Archers. What do you think?
Well, I think that this makes it very awkward for Lix, because how is Lix gonna get Paladin support when Purple's on the left? If Purple hasn't prepared any stables, he can't send any Paladins this way, so it'll be a 1v2 situation. But that's exactly what is happening on the left-hand side, as Heart is pretty much on his own after MBL lost his Mangadai and is continuing to lose his Mangadai.
Well, I'm really... I don't know, I think they are doing a mistake. I don't know if they are going to kill a lot to yellow, but it's more dangerous if they lose the left part, because they are going to lose a lot. They are going to lose Castle for MBL, and if they go through, they will be in the trade. And
yeah, well,
this is a look at Turks, T90. Those heavy cav archers and heavy camels, they are doing an amazing job.
Yeah, heck of a job from Yellow, because he's on his own there. And MBL, he sent a lot of his Mangadai to the right, and as you said, he hasn't really been able to progress forward. And MBL's KD was amazing before, but it's not near as good as Yo's now, as Yo continues to focus down all the Mangadai. And Aftermath, they are just falling apart now. And let's keep in mind, we have yet to really see Leary. We haven't talked about Leary. Leary is trying to get back into the game, but he's cut off. Half of his economy is just cut off from his teammates.
And look what army he has. With that army, he's not gonna help a lot. The plumages will eat everything. He got pikes, but man, he got already trade card. 55 Spanish trade. They don't have maybe too much economy now. Look at the village number and the trade. It's quite too much with the Spanish, right?
Well, they have resources. They just can't get the production up. I think that if you trade boom like that, Mem, maybe with Mongols you can afford Siege Onager while you're making Mangadai. Like, maybe that's the one thing. But they really need a few Siege Onagers now to even attempt to kill the plumed archers. They need it now. They can't wait.
You notice, T90, that it's incredible that with all those trade cut Spanish, they still also at the limit with the resources. Yeah. Because right now, the production for the Chinese team is just ahead. It's in another level, man. Wow, you know, and Yellow on the right side, go.
Well, I was just going to say, you know what really changes things in these post-em fights is multi-queue now? You'll see constant production. Like, in the past, we could say, okay, people weren't toggling through their stables and they had idle stables. But with multi-queue, like, multi-queue helps out so much. And look at Love Chan come forward, man. This is ridiculous from him. 50 paladins.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like you said, if you have the resources now, there is no moment that you go below 180, 190 population, right? It's crazy.
Speaking of crazy, that's a lot of bombard towers from Heart, and that's a lot of cav archers from Lixmem.
But they kill all. And on the right side, imagine if Yellow start to make bombard towers. They are in the trade. And SY in the late game, oh man, another mistake on purpose that we did. These civilizations are winning Spanish, Mongols, and Britons. The problem is, where's Leary, man? He never came back into the game, at least not with solid army, right?
Yep. He could come back into the game in a second, because Yo's about to lose some plumes on the left. Yellow's about to lose his cav archers on the right. He's lost that big ball that was around the siege workshops. MBL using heavy scorpions, which is pretty rare in team games, but could be effective there. What a game, man. This is coming back into Aftermath's favor now. It's truly an outstanding game.
While bombard towers operate, you can see still the Turks not even with artillery. He need the 14 range for those cannons. But man, I really think that Leaks holding alone, man, on the right side during all the game now. That's crazy.
You know what else is crazy? SY have not walled at all. They built some castles, but if Mangadai run in, they go right to the trade. And AM, they can't afford to do that now, but if they realize that, they could consider it.
But the good thing is that, oh, he was fighting without Sipai. He's doing now the 100 HP. That's crazy, man. That's really insane. Yeah, now he's gonna get the 100 HP. The problem is that the United, that, well, we point out many times, we have all visible. They don't see what we do. So they might believe that it's completely well.
Wow, what a game. And we have some onagers now from Shainu. You only get onager as Persians, but every little bit helps. And that's pretty good considering those are Mangadai. A pretty good shot there. And Mr. Yo's plumes just will not die. There's so many of them. And I think MBL needs his own onager, and it's on the way.
I don't know. I will be... Oh, they could in the middle. And now they are raiding completely Leary. So Leary is gonna go down again. What the hell?
What a play!
They still could, man. They could. And now maybe they are going to cut into hard, I believe. I think that he will go directly into hard. They want to go to the economy, man. Wow.
Smart play.
Absolutely sick. Really.
Smart play, yeah. And if they can get some plumes in there as well, the trade will be exposed. Now, I think MBL and Hart, they need to push yellow. Lix has been on his own. It's been a 2v1, but Lix just will not die.
He's killing trying to kill the owners in desperate mode with the villies, man.
Let's go, Leary. You can do it, man. You can do it. Team player.
But they need to cut. Look at Hart. He noticed and he's doing bombard towers on his forest. You see?
Yeah.
What the hell game?
Smart play, man. The Black Forest game's really paying off now for Aftermath.
Hopefully you start to enjoy Black Forest after this, okay, Dinante? I don't want
unlikely.
to blame you, okay? Okay.
Unlikely.
Well, come on, you enjoy Forest nothing. Don't make me talk. Don't make me talk. Anyway, NBL siege honors, man. Siege honors.
Yeah.
What the hell?
With one single siege onager shot, the plumes die, and that's the scary thing now. If you're SY, you have to know that Mongols have this accessible. And oh, NBL even has onagers on the right for the cav archers. So this. We could see a big bada-boom, Mem. We could see a huge bada-boom coming up.
Well, we want to see, but if it's happened, I'll let you say the big bada-boom, okay? I will be shut up, I will be muted because I don't want to go a scary movie all the viewers. But man, on the right side, like you said, seriously, look at Yellow. Look at the army they have. How they cannot push. Oh, okay, I will shut up because...
Yeah, you said you're going to shut up, man. Come on, man.
Bada-boom, man. Okay,
no, it's fine. I'm obviously kidding. I'm obviously kidding. Oh, the cut through! And Shainu's been gated out. He's been gated.
Wow.
He's been gated out by Hart. Look at those gates. What a save, man. What a save.
That's a masterpiece, right?
Oh, and the shot on the left.
Huh?
The shot on the left. Yo's losing all of his plumes. What is happening to SY? He's losing his plumes. He's losing his rams. He could lose his castles. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, man. In the blink of an eye.
Oh, man. Did you know what happened? In the right second that the paladins were trying to go through, the siege owners make the damage on those plume marches. And how you kill those siege owners? Reduce with paladins. But man, look at the amount of paladins they have now. Aliri is still unbelievable. 42 villagers, 8 army with 73 trade card. 73 trade card, but can you try to find Leary's space? I don't see it, man. But on the right side, finally, they are destroying Yellow. Destroying Yellow. He needs help, man. Wow, they are going to red him absolutely now. Whoa, man, this is crazy game already.
I think that Yellow's in big trouble. I believe that Hart and MBL and Leary, they can hold. And oh, I believe Leary will go for Werewolf Trebuchets. Look at the Trebuchets coming. I think they can hold there. But I don't know if Yellow can hold. He will try his best, but look at the Ferrari siege rams coming in, Mem. They'll kill all the buildings. They'll go right to the trade.
Crazy. It's really crazy. I forgot to mention, what do you think about the possibility, Fast, instead of only plume marches, I mean, against this army, the Eagles are very good against the Magudais. I mean, Eagles, 100 HP, and also to stop the siege, the Eagles are really good and cheap. He should add also some Eagles, in my opinion.
I think it's too risky because you'd have Paladins against you, and then you'd have Mangadai behind with Siege Onagers, so it's... At this point, it's probably best to continue with Blooms, and they pushed, and then they were pushed back, and they pushed again, and then SY were pushed back once more. And now, let's see if Yellow can stabilize.
Oh my god, the Siege Onagers are those trebuchets, it is killing the units with the trebs. What the hell? is going on there?
That could really work out, man. That's more trebs than I've ever seen in an expert game. At this stage, an hour in, this many trebuchets just to kill units, that's something special.
Ha! But on the right side, look at the military numbers. It's incredible how, without the Spanish trade, this Chinese team managed to have all of them, over 50 military, all of them. Look at this. And the numbers army from AM is a little bit lower. Now they need to go back with those trebuchets on the left.
MBL, don't kill your own units. MBL has that one siege onager attack grounding, and he killed his own units a bunch of times. But he finally connected there positively. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, this is quite a best of 5, quite a final. And
look in the middle. The T90 there is still cutting all the map. With Donax, he's trying to go with the blue marches, but AM is just walling or just doing bombard towers. But the big problem is they should have AM should have resources forever with this trade.
Yeah, they should. Problem is Britons are just bad here. Oh my god, Mr. Yo! Mr. Yo! Oh my god, how did he get away from that, man? That was so risky.
Because of your scream, I was also away, so he even listened to you with the recorded games.
And probably heard me, man.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, but now he's taking all. He saved that because it was a big badaboon. Oh, the trebuchet on the left. Now look at those trebs with the war walls, man.
Trebs,
crazy, man.
Trebs did a heck of a job there. That's crazy.
Those trebuchets are crazy, man.
Well, I think if I were to pick an MVP, I know Yo has played well, but it has to be Love Chang. Like, Love Chang on both sides with these Paladins non-stop is pretty impressive. But Yo's looking to change that. Yo's looking to get into the trade.
They're going. No, okay. He's going to trap himself because he's going with a lot of camp archers on the right side. Yellow on the right side, T90, but it's completely walled. He might feel so happy to see. Oh, there's a hole, but the hole is a trap, man. It's a trap. It's completely walled there.
Is MBL aware of that? They're actually not aware of that army there.
I think no, and siege rams and cannons can break through. It's only one stone wall.
It's a possibility, one of many things to look out for here. I don't know. I mean, I get that Lear's making the trebuchets. Oh, we could see a huge shot here. But can they push with trebuchets? That's the struggle, man.
Pinetti, did you notice when you told me what is impressive about this suite that they didn't wall? Did you check now the map?
Yeah, I see it. There's a lot of red walls on that mini-map, man.
Oh my god.
And paying attention to these Warwolf trebuchets. Look at the amount of trebs, and look at the amount of plumes dying to them. This is incredible. How do you push these trebs?
Well, you need a lot of rams, even with that, but the thing is that they are defending the threat with bombard towers. Have you seen this? Any time ever? Bombard towers defending the trebuchets from Britons? Come on.
Well, they could continue to push in slowly like that. Meanwhile, it seems like MBL is aware that purple and yellow are going in that right-hand side, and they're just going to run right into yellow's base. And here they go.
I really think also, T90, that yellow is playing insane, eh?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, all the players are.
Great.
It would be unfair to choose an MVP.
I agree. Let's see those on the right side. Let's see on the right side the siege owner with the Paladins going back, but still, man, like you say, Lovechan is there all the time with the Paladins. Are you kidding me, man?
He's gonna kill the trebs.
And now look at the trebs. Where's the trebs now?
The trebs are dead. They're just rubble now. And the siege rams from Mr. Yo, while Mr. Yo is considering mixing in Eagle Warriors, they could push Aftermath right back. This is insanity.
Oh, the right side, man. Look at in the right side now, but the siege owners are going to take everything. Look at those. No, they notice, man. Look, they are in a lot of spot, and they notice, man. They are even against the siege owner. Not anymore.
I think that Lix is going to get through using the bombard cannon's range. Yep, it's open now. The camels will kill the siege onagers, and then the cav archers are going to follow from behind. MBL needs to defend.
Pinetti, sorry that I interrupt you. They have the numbers, man.
Yeah.
They have the numbers. Look at the army they have, and they are in the trade. They are in the trade. Come on, man.
Heart has more paladins on the way, and MBL is on the way with Mangadai. Keep in mind that losing a few Spanish trade carts is not the end of the world here.
That hard resources, T90.
Yeah. Heart's resources. Yeah, it's not bad. 4,000 gold will get you a lot in this game.
What the hell? 4,000 gold, 2,000 food, 5,000 wood, over 1,000 stone. Meaty resources, guys. Meaty resources, but they are still unable to push. Because for a long time, who's pushing in this game?
It's been MBL and it's been Heart that's been pushing, but there's no Leary really. Leary's just defending well with trebuchets. I just don't know what Britain's offer here.
Look at the guy in the fight on the left. Look at the guy in those paladins. 20 trebuchets going to go to the damn hell again. So many paladins going all the trebuchet back with so many plume archers and siege rams and the trebuchet. Wow, they are taking those fights T90 with all those bombard towers.
It's just crazy. I bet you that AM are just kind of kicking themselves now for picking Britons, because Britons is such a struggle to play with. And Leary just hasn't been able to get into the game. You know, back on the other side for Aftermath, they've stabilized Memb, and they could push Yellow back. This is just a back and forth game, and I wonder if
do you think,
Aftermath will cut. I think Aftermath needs to cut.
Yeah, in the middle, I see Jonas. But do you think that the mobility is the key here? Like, Britons seems to be like, okay, you can be in one spot, but nothing else.
Well, it's not the mobility, it's just that longbows by themselves are very weak. Yellow's in! Yellow's in to MBL's base, and MBL's completely out of position. Heart's out of position, and here he goes. He's off.
But at the end, where's the wood gonna be? They're cutting all the wood.
Yeah.
There will be no wood, man. They're cutting everything, man. There will be no wood. No wood. There's gaps all over now. What the hell?
Well, fortunately, MBL's castles are right in the trade route, so a lot of these cav archers go down. But I think Aftermath, they need something else.
Elephants! Look, look, look! Ballerinas with one castle tonight!
Does he really have one castle to make elephants? Are you kidding me?
One castle, man! He got one castle and he's doing elite elephant with one castle. Come on!
I believe, man. I believe. Well, Yellow, amazing job from him yet again to not die earlier and now to get into the trade. They've tried once, they've tried twice, they've tried 3 times, and finally they're being successful, killing a lot of the Aftermath trade here. So, Mem, one thing I want to point out, as the Paladins from Heart are going to try and get into the trade and run into walls, if Heart has those many resources and they kill 10 to 20 of Heart's trade carts, that gives Heart more population for military.
Exactly, and actually, do you know what I really think they should do? Since Leary is only with trebuchet, come on, delete Villies and Leary full link.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you could have MBL and Heart delete Vills, yeah, and just play with Trebs.
Well, actually, they are not really far from 100 army. They have a lot of army right now. This is insane, and that's why Leaks is doing now the last wood upgrade. Like it doesn't matter right now.
What look at these Paladins from Heart. They were in there. They got stuck. That's hilarious on the right-hand side.
Find some spot, right?
Yeah, it's like a maze right there. That's ridiculous. But there's a lot of clutter, and you can see MBL and Heart. They have Paladins and Rams in the back of their base. They're just not using them effectively because of all this clutter. But AM are pushing back, man. They are pushing back despite losing the trade. And now what can Yo do against this many trebuchets? This is an amazing Age of Empires 2 game.
Yeah, it's just really incredible. I honestly, well, the blue matches are great, but I insist, maybe, I don't know, maybe he should make also more army. I feel that Mr. Yo with 60 army is not too much, and I'm taking his point of view. Well, the problem is that he doesn't have even resources with that amount.
Purple's in the center again with Yellow. Sorry to interrupt you, Mem. They're going back in. Yeah, they're going back in.
Yeah, but you need to send something else than Paladins, right? I mean, they can kill trade, but... And I'm telling you something. With the Spanish trade, like you were telling, maybe if they lose some trade cuts, it's gonna help AM to get more army.
Yeah, I agree, and that's the sucky reality about their situation, because killing trade is normally good. Oh my god, the trebuchet shots on the plumed archers with Warwolf! And there's another big shot coming in! Oh my god!
And they're killing the castle like instantly, like in 1 second. There was a castle like 10 seconds before. What is this?
And Heart with the gates again in the center of the map. Heart with the gates again keeps Yellow, keeps Purple out. And I think in time, MBL and Co will kill this raid.
No, they're losing that fight, I think. But the good thing is that he has all the castles.
The castles, yeah.
So MBL will be fine.
Yeah, fine. He'll get more units there. Look what MBL has on the right. Look at the Rams. Look at the Siege Onagers. Look at the Paladins from Heart. Pushes on three different sides in the center, the left, and the right. Leary's looking for revenge for losing his castles.
It's almost impossible. It's almost impossible, T90, that they can't beat the Spanish trade now.
Yeah.
Look at the amount of Siege Rams. Why he's going back? What is he doing? Why he's not attacking?
Well, Yellow has the camels there. I think he needs to wait for more numbers. But point is, Mem, once he gets units there on that right-hand side, which should be coming soon, it will be tough for Lix to hold on his own. And he's done a great job this game, but it will be difficult.
The problem is that they cannot control all at the same time. Even them, they are getting problems because it's really complicated. They are in 3 spots, like almost all the players except yellow, right?
Except yellow,
on the right side, but the others are all over the map.
Oh my god, Yo's plumes. You know, earlier I didn't necessarily agree with Eagles. I don't even think Eagles would work now, but the plumes are almost rendered useless because of these trebuchets. Look at Leary's kills, really 300 kills, man.
It's crazy. I would really make halves probably an Eagles, man.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, halves and Eagles. And remember one thing, with the multi-queue, I mean, if you have castles, he had 3 castles, T90. How much plumage you can make from 3 castles if you make 20 barracks?
Yeah, this is true. You can make plumes, you could make the halves as well, but...
You can make a lot of farming. You need to spam, and now the spamming from the Mayans is basically nothing. And look at the trebuchet, how many he got. I need to check this, I need to check this. 24 trebuchet.
Not enough, man. Not enough, and obviously it's enough. I just don't see a way back. At this rate, it's looking really, really tough for the Chinese players. Insane numbers, and Hart's even mixing in the monks to get conversions on the elephants. He'll get a few conversions. Great play from Aftermath. They're holding in the center despite that looking rough. And they could push on the right-hand side here in a second as well.
It's a sick game, but they are using all of them, their civilization at the maximum of their possibilities.
Yeah.
Finally, Mr. Yo, El Dorado, Elite Eagle Warrior, Blastful, and let's see if he's gonna make so many eagles. You need a spam, man. You cannot be with the Mayans T90 and have 35 army. I mean, if you have 35 army, you are dead.
You have to have 70 plus at all times, right? And that's the big difference now. It's just the army numbers. If you compare them on our overlay, so much more for the Aftermath team.
84, but it's paladins. I'm checking hard army, and it's 85 paladins and 2 monks.
What I said, don't kill his trade, man.
What the hell?
Don't kill his trade. Don't kill his trade, because then that's going to happen. And it is just a matter of time until more castles, more buildings go down for SY. Can they come back from this? This would be quite an incredible comeback. Honestly, it'll be a great game either way, but it's not looking good for them.
Well, it's pretty sick game. But let's see if he can do something with those, with Eagles and with health. But I think he needs health as well. Like you said, the blue marches for push is good, but for defend against the army they have now, they are doing basically nothing now, the blue marches, really. They are just useless now.
I think the only reason they've been able to hold is because they have melee and ranged combos, so that's why I feel like going Eagles would be a big risk, because Eagles and Paladins, they both attack with melee, and they'd have no range.
Yeah.
But it's almost something that they definitely need to switch it up regardless, right? And they're trying their best. I mean, Lix has been an animal in the center with these bombard towers, being so stubborn, but he's not really pushing.
He's trying to check, he's trying to send the Eagles from behind. Look at this how he's trying to send.
Attack grounds!
But to kill... Let's see the Onagers.
He didn't notice. He didn't notice the Eagles should kill the Onagers and the Trebs have to run away.
Oh, he did some good shot. The Eagles are strong. The good thing is that you can send a lot of army. This is crazy, but Hard got incredible amount of paladins. And Mr. Yo decided at the end to go for the pikes and health. In the middle, in the other side, it's incredible how the Turks, really, I'm impressed for all the players, but really, T90, with the experience that we have seen in Imperial games, that they are still holding like this with these civilizations against the Spanish, Mongols, and Britons, it's great, man.
Definitely one of the best performances of the year, I'd say. We are 90 minutes into a game. This is only game 2. This is an insane game, and credit to Leary as well, who's just been going with this incredibly awkward unit composition, but for the most part having success with it. But maybe SY's pushing back a little bit. Maybe the Eagles were the difference. Hart doesn't seem to have the Paladin numbers anymore, Mem. He's only at 50, not 80, and they're losing
HP,
more grounds.
Exactly, but 100 HP Eagles, and the Eagles in Warlord Kingdoms, we forget that they are stronger than before, you know? And they deal good, and the mobility they have also with the Eagles to kill the Trebs, to kill the Rams, and they are cheap. the best they have also, they achieve, and I insist, maybe too much, the production. He has 3 castles now. How many barras got Mr. Yo?
You could have unlimited.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I've looked at the market prices. It is currently 471 gold to buy 100 stones. So every time you lose a castle or a bombard tower or anything that costs stone, it is an expensive loss. And oh god, speaking of expensive losses, Leary has a lot of trebuchets, and he could lose a few of these here. There's just so many of them, man.
It's incredible, man. They are pushing on the left for the first time in a while, and on the right side, they are stuck. I mean, they are not pushing there anymore.
Aftermath need to go. They really should have done more against Yellow, I feel. They need to kill these buildings. All of these Mangudai Paladins should be in the trade of the enemy team right now. And it's just Lix taking the initiative. Lix has just cut through, and he's going in with a few Cav Archers and Camels. They are keeping Aftermath, on the back foot.
Take the 90 MBL population and resources. In troubles, man.
Oh my god.
Game, he's zero, balanced economy. Zero.
He has 22 vills. Well, that'll do it.
Man. Nothing, man. Nothing. He got army, yes, 61. But if they have a bad fight, how do you remake that army? He got 0 resources.
Well, luckily, Hart and Leary can send him resources, but it's obviously a bad sign to see MBL on only 160 population when he is probably the most important player here. Not as the player, but as the Civ. They need their Mongol player to be in it. And the trade is good for Yo.
Yeah, little by little on the right side, they are going a little bit forward. More bombard towers, siege wars, but they have a lot of army. I mean, it seems that they are doing great, but then you check the numbers of military from AM, and you don't understand how they cannot push.
Mem,
look at the numbers they have.
Look at where players can get wood at the moment. It is getting really difficult to collect any wood if you're AM. On the left side, Leary has some, but in the center, Yellow has towers, and on the right, Yellow's building towers.
Exactly.
So if they keep the towers up, they could starve their opponent of wood. What's the price of wood at the moment? Wood is getting more expensive. They're buying wood, 185 gold for 100 wood right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane, and if they keep going like this the game and they don't finish, and if they keep cutting wood, it's gonna be worse for themselves. Because they need the wood. Without wood, they can't do anything, mostly with the Mongols.
Yeah, fortunately they can buy, but obviously it gets more expensive. I think that whoever wins this game, Mem, is going to feel very, especially if it's China, they're going to feel very confident going into Game 3. This is only Game 2.
Yeah, because, let's be honest, they know all these plans, they know who has the advantage.
Yeah.
Clearly, with the civilizations. So they are just trying their best, but let's see, man. They have the army now on the left. Lear is going to lose the trebuchet. They are pushing. Look at the eagles, the plumarches, the halberdiers. The paladin is going to take those trebs. And thank God they have those many bombard towers. Otherwise, what army they have there now?
Yeah, well, Leary's holding, and it's good he's holding because MBL, he's having success. Hart is having success in the middle and on the right-hand side, Mem. And maybe now, do they finally get an opportunity to go through to that trade? They have not been there yet.
On the right side, look at the amount of Magudas and siege ramp that MBL is trying to go in. But Yellow, well, really, he's there. I mean, he's it. It's not a surprise, but let's see if he's gonna be able to take that battle. 5 siege ramps with how many Magundais? I don't know, but MBL got right now 70 Magundais.
Leary just sent 6,000 gold to Hart.
Only
6,000 gold. Nothing to MBL. He just sent all the gold to Hart. Oh my god.
Nothing personal, okay? Nothing personal. It's just because he needs to probably buy more stone and make bombard towers. But look at on the right side, the push is gonna be real. Come on, the Turks got a lot of camels and Cav Archers with 100 HP. They are coming with the siege honors. If they're gonna move, it's gonna be the Badaboon. It's gonna be the Badaboon. No. If it's gonna be the Badaboon, 90. The owner curse.
There's a few good shots in there, man. And Hart is gonna be on the way with more paladins. There are bombard cannons in the mix as well. So many numbers on this right-hand side. This is insanity. Teams producing on both sides. And
but shoot, MBL, shoot with the siege onyx. He shoot it, man. Baba boom, shoot it. But still, they're winning the fight? Is Yellow winning this fight? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. They are pushing now like crazy. Look at MBL with those Magudais, 73 Magudais, and Purple Paladins. Where the Paladins from Purple? I don't see them anymore, T90.
And on the other side as well, Aftermath seem to be pushing back. Yo retreats. More and more towers going up now for the Aftermath team. And I think they just need more siege. I think Aftermath needs siege to apply the finishing blow. And here are the siege rams now killing Yellow's houses and towers. This is what they need. They need this many numbers on the right-hand side where Purple is not to win this game.
But the problem is, the huge problem is that now he's getting problems to remake the army. Remember when we were telling before, well, he's not losing the Magudais, now he's losing more Magudais. And you don't see the Magudais coming that fast anymore. Why? Because MBL is asking resources and he's buying resources. Look at the resources he just got. I am on his point of view. He got 3,000 wood and 3,000 gold from who? From Hard. Because Leary didn't want to send it, so Hard sent it to him.
Well, he has the wood and he has the gold now, but that's pretty inexcusable to play so well this game, almost 2 hours, and not tell your allies earlier. He's only at 140 population, and he's going to be pushed back now. Like, why was the communication not there from Aftermath to know that MBL was low on wood and gold? That's just astounding to me. I don't know if MBL felt like he maybe didn't say anything, or maybe he was confident in his position, but they're going to get cleaned up. MBL has nothing to offer on the right.
Because the problem is, he's the only one that now is related with his castle, T90, to produce the army.
Yeah.
All the others produce a lot more army, and for that reason they are killing on the right side absolutely everything. Look at now, military army from MBL is crucial that the Mongols get a lot. Now MBL is trying to wall with gates because he noticed they kill absolutely everything. What the hell? They are going to, they are inside. No. They are walling all again. Whoa.
This is trouble. Yeah, this is trouble for Aftermath. Big trouble. If that gate gets destroyed, and it probably will,
and it will.
They will probably get right into the trade once again. And how many times have we said this? How on earth is SY able to get to the trade when the opponent's trade is stronger, when they have more gold income? It is truly insanity.
MBL dropped it to 130 population. 130 population being in troubles, but they cannot cut. They need onagers to cut, and they don't have, well, mangonels sadly for the Turks, right? If he got onagers there, aye.
SY is so impressive, man. I don't know how they're not dead yet.
Whoa.
They could win this game.
Look in the middle now, really in the middle, look at where Purple is. He need to wall that, because they're going trebuchet, Magudais, Paladins is fully open there.
Okay. Well, Leary...
Open there.
Yeah.
He's walling.
Can he quick wall? Mangudai go in. Well, they will still have a layer of stone walls to get through, so we'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, Leary's still pushing. I mean, Hart and Leary have advanced a large distance on this left-hand side with these trebuchets and monks.
Look where MBL now. MBL now is against 2, and he doesn't have that many army. Now the Paladins are going back, but Hart got the amount of army all the time, man. It's incredible, man. He's there all the time, man.
Yeah, I feel like at this point we've said it all before, right? We've said it all before. Yeah, it just continues to happen. It's truly incredible. The cost of wood and stone getting higher. It's 608 gold to buy 100 stone, 300 gold to buy 100 wood. So keep that in mind, guys, as players run really low on resources. Hart's going to win the left at this rate.
Yeah, look at the lumberjacks he has MBL, and the bombard towers are there. Those are the only lumberjacks he got.
Yeah.
And he's losing villages. He's gonna be with 0 villages soon, man. 19 now.
But Yo could be dead before you know it if he doesn't get some support. Leary and Hart continuing with the monks and the trebuchets and the bombard towers. There's so many towers here. It's insane. Can they continue this push? Can they bail MBL out? Because MBL is really low on resources.
Wow, it's crazy. Well, he's trying to go. I really think that Yellow, it's really important where Yellow is attacking. I don't know why they are not sending something else to help there. Because that's the key. If they go through there, they kill MBL. But now the Siege Onagers, he need to go back, but the bombard towers from Turks. Remember, guys, the team raised those.
Fire!
There you go.
Wow.
He's taking all those cav archers behind and he didn't go back. Damn it.
Great shot from MBL. He's also killed a few bombard cannons, and maybe this is the momentum that he needed. 160 population now, more siege incoming. It's escalating big time, and also it is getting worse and worse for Mr. Yo. At least that's what it seems like, but as you guys know, it can change in the blink of an eye. Awesome stuff, man.
He's crazy, he's crazy, he's crazy, but like you said, it's feel that this is happened already in the game, dude, like 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So are they going to come back again? Look at the score. It's increasing more and more. 4,000 score difference in favor to AM. Now, I don't know, if we go to count how many bombard towers Hard has done, it might be 50, something like this, or maybe more, with so many trebuchets that are going, and Mr. Yo is struggling to hold, but for now still holding. The only chance now for China, I don't know if you agree, they need to go to the trade.
Yeah, I agree.
Really,
they're not gonna do. They need to switch it up somehow, and I don't know how that's gonna be possible because of the walls and bombard towers. But if this continues, it might take time. But SY will lose this game, so they need probably Licks. They need Licks to try on the right-hand side, maybe, Mem. Go with some siege rams, on edge or cut something, and get into that trade, because before you know it, I think that Yo will be dead.
Well, on the left now, you can see how again, and he's really strong, MBL got only 3 castles, low resources, and to be honest, look at the amount of Magodites he has again, with only 3 castles. It's incredible, man. Awesome.
All of his castles queued up with new units as well. This is beautiful Age of Empires 2, guys. I mean, the expert scene is truly something else, and Aftermath's knocking on the door right now, aren't they? They are knocking on the door to get into that trade. The walls are not too far away. I don't see enough from Yo on the left to hold.
Let's see, on the right side, they are still okay, but on the left is the problem. What is another problem here? Look, Hart has killed the most units in the game. 2,000 units, and he has lost like, what, 1,700.
Yeah.
But look at that ratio kill with the Mongols.
Yep.
600 positive, 600 positive. Nobody is even close. While the key of the game is definitely that. Look at a SY, all negative ratio kill.
Yeah. Again, that's why they should have. I mean, it's easier said. Hindsight is 20/20, Mem. But that's why we were considering Sling. You know, like full on Sling Mr. Yo, and let Mr. Yo get in with plumed archers before it gets to late game, because when it's in late game, it seems impossible.
Look what they try. Look what they try. On the trade, finally, the Turks is going full in with all the cab archers and all the camels. All the cab archers and all the camels, and they are going to reach to the trade in a spot that they don't have bombard towers, man. Ay. This can be brutal, because after this, tell me one thing. How do you remake again the trade card? Without resources? Without wood? Look at this. It's 62, 30 camels and 30 cab archers. They're in the trade.
And they're also going to kill some of Leary's trebuchets. Leary has to back up. Is this the game-winning move?
Man.
MBL's on him. MBL's on him, my friends. He's right behind him. That's a lot of trade dead, but MBL should clean this up in time. Was that enough?
The Mongols, man.
Yeah.
He's crazy, the Mongols, man. He's really crazy, the Mongols. I mean, he has the best army he can get to do what he's doing, and then the Magodites are coming and clean absolutely everything like this. What is this?
I think that SY could do this, man. They're pushing back Leary's trebs again.
They kill all again. This is the 10 times we have seen this.
Yeah.
The problem is that now they have to clean all the bombard towers.
Yeah.
So siege rams, man. Siege rams.
I'm a bit lost for words right now, as the wood price is now 329 gold to purchase 100 wood. MBL and Hart are having population issues. The SY guys are consistently above 180 population. That's not the case for Aftermath. Whether that's the lack of wood or the lack of gold or whatever, fact is, they are not keeping the numbers consistently up where they need to be. And Licks and Shainu and Yo are just playing out of their minds, Mem. Yeah, out of their minds.
We cannot talk here that is because of the civilizations are cheaper, because Turks is expensive.
Yeah.
Persians is really expensive. Mayans is the one that, okay, that's a cheap one. But all the other civilizations, the Britons that, well, what happened there?
The trebuchet shot from Leary. That's the attack round with the trebuchet.
Want to attack want to kill the paladins with the traps, right?
Yeah, that was really accurate, man. That was really accurate. Not something you see every day, and now we have Licks on the left-hand side for pretty much the first time, sending camels to accompany his team, though he's run a lot of them to their death.
Left, yeah. But we can call a draw in Age of Empires because I think it's not possible, right?
You got to build a wonder, guys. Get the relics, build a wonder. That's what you got to do here. Because
okay, Blue Marches. He's sending now Blue Marches to try to go to the trade. They're trying everything, but man, the Magundais always catch up, man.
They need to gate these. That hole has bit them in the ass twice. They need to have that gated or walled up. They will see it, fortunately, but that's just a small annoyance that they can't be dealing with constantly.
I think the stone is almost 700 gold, and now yellow is building towers on the left.
Wow, yellow's building towers right back at him. And all the towers from Heart in the center of the map are being cleaned up. Leary's pushed back, Heart's pushed back. MBL's down to 170 population. He's mainly chasing yellow everywhere he goes. This is incredible. If SY win this game, it'd be one of the more impressive victories I've ever seen. We're 2 hours into a game now.
But they can win because of their resources, man. Look at the guy on the right side. Those cabarts is gonna take all the lumberjacks. If he not look on the right side. Look at the cabarts. And MBL even noticed because he know that he need the wood.
Yeah.
He's at the very limit all the time.
They're talking about it for sure.
Is the only chance that SY, maybe they are also talking. What do you think? Okay, we need to keep waiting, holding, because if they go out of resources, we can win.
They actually could consider buying wood. If you're, let's say you're Mr. Yo and you have 2,000 gold, I would consider buying wood myself just to make it more difficult for the opposing team to buy it.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm lost for words. This is truly something special, and this is amazing, man, to be casting Age of Empires 2 on a Saturday. I don't know how many viewers we have right now, but this is a treat for the people that are here. A treat for this game, a treat for this community.
I can tell you because I know that when you are running the stream, it's more complicated to check some other stuff. Almost 3K already, so this is getting stronger and stronger because the game deserves to have not 3K, 4, 5, whatever. And with these players, with this performance, what the damn hell? And now a lot of siege grounds on the left with so many eagles, paladins, bombard towers from leagues. This is insane, but they are pushing AM back. What do you think?
Well, I mean, they push for a second, and now they're going to be pushed right back. Sorry, man, but it's the first time I've ever tried that. But seriously, they're going to be pushed right back because Yo's committed Eagles in towards the trade. He's running into towers, and I think now Leary will send the Trebs forward, and he will start taking out these towers and paladins. It is truly something special what we have here.
So who is pushing more?
I don't know, man. I'm not going to do that every time.
Man.
That's my first time. I'll have to practice.
There, man. The Magundais are always there. You are not bad, P90. Doing the push. I think you could doing a good job with the push too, man. I'm proud, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Look at this. No problem, man. Look at those eagles. But they still, it's insane. For me, really. I know that all are playing so good, but man, these civilizations stay like this for over 2 hours, and if they win, they have to play 2 more games at least. So, what the hell?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Where does this end? I don't know how Licks is still holding versus MBL. It's really incredible because he's been holding in 1v2 situations a lot of this game. Because Purple hasn't been on the right too often, right? So, just continuously with the Camels and the Turk Cav Archers, he's holding against Magundai. Really incredible stuff, man. I think this game has to end because of trade or wood or some type of resource, because the production, the production is going to be what decides this. It is now 500 gold to buy 100 wood, so it's getting more and more expensive to purchase it.
On the right side, you missed it. Well, I don't know if you missed it. 2 siege honors killing the village, 2 leaks that was doing more bombard towers. 5 villages. Look at those honors. I probably you see now. It was killing. And I was about to say that honors could make the difference, but since he's really low on resources, we don't see almost siege honors. You see? Almost there is no siege honors to make some crazy shots. That's crazy. But on the left, again, AM pushing, man.
It's worth pointing out that there are 99 trade cards for Purple. 99 trade cards. So I think at this point, maybe he's intentionally making more trade, so he's able to buy things. Maybe that's what they're doing. Leary and Hart are exchanging wood. They're sending all the wood to MBL because MBL's feeling the pressure, feeling the heat because of the bombard towers, which Yellow's continuing to build.
I'm checking the goal. The goal it gives to Purple is 106. The goal is gift thanks to the Spanish trade is 140, man.
Yeah.
So each trade card is getting 40 gold, almost 40 gold more for AM.
The left side.
In terms, it's insane, man.
The left side, it's happening again. Leary packs up the trebuchets. He's gonna lose some. And I think that SY are actually doing this. They have more wood in the bank. Yo has, let's see here. Yo, well, a moment ago he had 3,000. He doesn't anymore. But Purple has 5,000. They're denying MBL's wood. I mean, is it just a matter of time now where they can do this because they're starving their opponents from wood? This is ridiculous.
And not only that, now Leary is sending incredible amount of resources even to Hart. Hart is struggling on resources too. Now you can see Hart point of view and you say, oh, a lot of resources. 1 minute ago, he got zero everything. Leary sent all.
We've been saying for a while that the SY team needed to push, but I think now AM need to push. They need to get wood. You know, they're actually in the position where they need to raid. They need to hit the trade. And I was not expecting to say that today, that's for sure. Incredible, man. And Hart is closing in on his 3,000 kill mark. And Hart and MBL are closing in on Yellow on the right, but Yellow's reinforcing, Purple's reinforcing. This is... You take so much skill to do this, guys. Like, even if we were to give one of the viewers the task of creating the units, just creating the units and sending them to the right areas, it would be difficult for most. But then to control them and fight them and work on eco and everything else, I mean, they do so much here. I would probably be getting a headache if I was watching their point of view. Incredible.
Yeah, they have now, I think, the most amount of army during the game. Both teams.
Yeah.
Check. They have the most amount of army, and basically he's crazy with 40 villas, 100 trade cut, and he still have 60 paladins. Now Purple, 60 paladins, but Hart, right now, 71 paladins and 14 monks, Spanish monks that with Inquisition and everything, they convert everything.
Yeah, wow. The heal as well, the healing's helpful.
Yeah, now on the right side, are they pushing finally? Are they pushing finally? Because there's no bombard towers anymore. Or not too many, at least. Yeah,
they might be pushing in. The trebs are being lost from Leary, but I think they'll take that. And oh my god, that's so many units, man. So many units from Yellow. Purple's here to help yet again. Is it in time, though? I don't think so. Lix, he's still at 190 population, but he's only at 50 military. He needs to run away from MBL's 90 military.
It's so much army. Well, there's paladins in the middle, but they are trying. Oh, he did gate between all the castles, MBL, and those paladins went back. They are trying desperate mode activated to go. They are trying to kill the trade. How many times they are trying to kill the trade, and they never did it efficiently? Never. They never did it, man. Wow.
I don't know.
Gonna finish this Saturday.
I mean, I was supposed to be somewhere an hour ago, so incredible game, man.
If you go now, people gonna kill you, gonna unsubscribe, gonna unfollow your channel. So you have to stay, man. You have to stay because this is an amazing series already. Damn it.
Yeah, man. I wonder if MBL could use some forward castles, and there is one. That's an expensive castle if you purchased it, but more castles, more siege workshops forward, that will help him because he's been building from those castles back in his base for far too long. That could make the difference right there.
How they hold, man. I don't know how they hold. How they hold against those amount of Magodites. On the right side, I'm checking. He's killing a lot. Look at the ratio kills dead. It's increasing more and more in favor to MBL. Soon gonna be like one. Oh, Hart is doing Inquisition now? In 2 hours and 15 minutes, he didn't have this upgrade?
Strong time.
Whoa, damn it. I thought he got it, man. I thought he got it. 2 hours and 15 minutes with so many monks. Oh, man. Thank God that he didn't make so many elephants, right?
Knowing the top players, he probably didn't even know what it was. No offense, Hart, if you're out there. He probably had to check the tech tree, queued up a bunch of paladins, checked the tech tree to see what that is. He goes, oh, that works. Leary, he hasn't been able to offer much with his trebuchets. I mean, it's been helpful, maybe the best thing that he could do, but he's running back yet again. And just as I was about to say, I think Purple has too much trade, and I still believe he does. He has just enough to push on the left. The right-hand side,
now,
Mem,
honestly,
that's a different story.
Why he need 8,000 gold, Purple with 0 food, and 57 army. You need to delete. I mean, 60 trade card is okay. It's okay. I mean, 100 trade card with Persians. I mean, you don't need that much. It's paladins. It's not elephants. Know what he's doing, and I don't know. It's not Mamelukes that is really expensive.
Buy wood.
It's too much.
Buy wood,
well,
man.
Probably.
Leary has 91 trade.
Yeah.
Leary has 91 Spanish trade cards, so maybe it's about just buying resources and starving your opponent out. But I'm checking. Amazed.
I'm checking the panel. This link has been done. Leary 150,000 resources till now.
Nice. So
150,000 resources linked by Leary to his teammates. 100 to Hart, 40k to MBL.
It's a lot of contributions from a teammate there, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Well, MBL, oh, I like it. He has siege onagers. He has siege onagers with drill. Attack rounds. Attack rounds.
Come on, do it. Oh my God, what the hell, man?
What a tease, man. What a tease. I thought for sure that was going to be it.
Yeah, we want to see the blood. We want to see the blood. Some people say in the chat, because you see, I want to help you in this one, that this can be a trade nothing game. What the hell, guys? I'm gonna
This is getting close to trade nothing. Yeah. Yeah, trade nothing sadly exists, my friends. Oh
really?
Man.
I leave AOC after this one, man. So much nothing, man. So much nothing. But this, now they are pushing back. They can't finish the game. They can't just finish the game. Really?
What's the longest expert game you've ever casted?
Well,
2.5, 3 hours?
Game,
oh, 6 hours.
6-hour game at tournament. It happens with a 2 versus 2 Black Forest.
Ah, Black Forest. That doesn't count, man.
No. At 2 versus 2, man. At 2 versus 2, and Dowd was the player, man. Dowd and Rami versus was crazy. But another one was 4 hours and something. I forgot what.
I think the longest one I've casted was 3.5 hours, but it was not Hideout where all the wood's in the center. It was not Hideout where the wood's in the center. Mem, I don't want to talk about this too much, but I have a game that I've casted which is 14 hours.
What?
Yeah, it was.
I got to kiss on a wife, you know, right? You want me to get single? Okay, give me a spot in your home, man. Oh my God.
Well,
no, but seriously, how to finish this now? They're trying. Ooh, look at in the middle now.
How do they sneak there on the right-hand side? No, on the right-hand side, Mem. The Cav archers are going in. There's no Magadai anywhere. The Paladins are following up. They can kill the markets at this rate.
Yeah, but at the same time, they are in the middle. At the same time, they are all in the middle, but there's still more walls to go to the trade. While here, like you say, they are in the trade finally.
Oh my God!
This can be the game. This can be the game. Definitely a game change completely. And my voice is going where the trade card to the hell.
I think this is a problem. Like, you lose 10 trade cards, you lose 20 trade cards, then okay, no problem, you can shake it off. You can't shake off all of this trade loss. And Hart had tried to get through. He's killing villagers, but villagers are not trade cards. Villagers are not trade cards. I believe that could be the GG right there. That could be it. That could be the way to finish this game. And look at the team score. Huge lead for Aftermath, and yet without trade mem, they could have 0 golds to buy any food, buy any wood.
It's incredible. It's incredible. But look at the push that they are doing with the Mangudais and the Paladins on the right side. They're trying to clean the belly, like you say, but it doesn't matter. There is no market, man. No trade. So let's go and check all the others. Leaks, Leary resources. Look at MBL resources now. Look at MBL resources now.
He is nothing.
The MBL resources, they only need to hold on the right side, and this is gonna be the 1-1, which is good for the show, it's good for the B-Win, it's good for everyone, but it's bad for you and me because we are going to die with this series T90.
Well, I am impressed with the stubborn gritty play from Licks, from all of the SY players. They have tried time and time again, man.
T90 where DeMarcus is trying to do MBL, but he's there with the balance, so DeMarcus are not gonna be up. Not gonna be up even with the caster killing all the villies, no market. Whoa, man, the only chance for them to win was this. But imagine if now they keep all those Magmadites and Paladins alive, and they can also take the trade for the others.
I think it's going to be tough. Like, that's what they need to do, right? They need to keep their Mangadai alive because obviously MBL doesn't have the resources to produce them. But I don't see that happening because obviously a lot of their new Mangadai are going back to defend, and that means Yellow, who's producing more now, will have some. Purple will have some. They'll have enough here. But maybe with the Ferrari Rams, maybe they can get in and we can have not only like a base trade, but a trade here. It will be a true trade nothing game.
Yeah. Can you check hard resources and military?
He has tons of food and gold. And look at the trade there, man. Look how many trade cards they have.
It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. They really need to defend if they lose. No, but you see what is happening now? They know that they have to defend here. So Mr. Yo is moving for the first time in a long time to the right side, fully here. If they stop this, might be the game. But if they get into the trade, this is gonna be, well, it is epic already. Licks going down dramatic. Licks! 9 villagers!
9 villagers!
And Mr. Yo 34 villagers, but now Mr. Yo, thanks to less villagers, over 100 army. So this is the game. If they stop this push, they win the game. If they lose this push, AM will win the game.
I'm not positive of that just yet because of Heart. Heart has enough resources to make Paladins without the trade. So it really depends on how long Yellow can stay here. He's doing a great job staying with Shy Nu and just shying away from the Mangadai, but goodness gracious.
Yellow and Purple. Look at what they are doing. They keep killing the trade, man. It's only Leary now with trade. MBL hard going dramatically down. Those Magmadites, they need to kill those Magmadites, but go together. They are going together with the Paladins, and now the Caparches send it and kill the Magmadites, amigo. But he's still killing all the trade, but you need to kill those. Oh man. But they are pushing back on Yellow's base, T90.
Yeah, well, actually, I believe leaving at the moment. Heart has a lot of Paladins in the corner. They're just trying to get their trade back. They don't have enough to deal with Yellow's Cav Archers and Purple's Paladins. And this is why you make 99 trade cards. This is why you make 80 trade cards. Because if you get raided, you have some remaining. There's not much remaining for all the Aftermath players except for maybe Leary.
And hard resources are not that good anymore.
Yeah, he needs to trade now after those batches of Paladins. That's for sure, man. That's for sure. Where is the wood on this map?
Please, take a love gen resource.
14,000 gold, baby. 14,000 gold. Just buy all that wood. Buy it all up.
14,000 gold. Sorry, guys, but I can't stop loud. What is this game, really? 40k? 40k? Come on, man. Come on. How to explain this? Make a tutorial, T90, right now.
Well, I'll have to finish the game first, and then I'll see if I can find the time. All right, how's that sound?
Okay.
I think it comes down to MBL, right? MBL and Leary, they have lost all their pop. Heart was in a decent situation, but Memba, I think they lost too much trade. I think they lost too much trade.
Check Leary population now and his point of view. 0 resources Leary. He's sending 55 trade. Thanks God that he keep alive a lot of trade, but he got 49 villages, no army at all. And right now, MBL and Leary are below 130. Below 130, that's pretty insane. And really, if they now mass an old army and they are massing, this is what happened now. That SY can keep pushing constantly like they has been all the game. While now, AM cannot produce anymore. And look in the middle, they are taking all the Lumberjacks, Paladins, Eagles. This is game, in my opinion, for SY.
Just gotta focus the wood now. Just focus the wood. Focus the wood. You already killed the trade. Just make sure you kill their Lumberjacks. You don't even need to get to the trade again. Just continue to push. As you said, Mem, Aftermath does not have the gold. They do not have the gold to make more military. In come the Eagles and Paladins for SY. And then I believe yellow will probably shift to the right-hand side alongside purple, and they'll just overwhelm MBL.
Yeah, it feels that they can defend now in one spot, but not in all the map, right?
Yeah, exactly. You have to split forces if you're in SY's position. Credit to AM, though. What AM need to do is they need to trade again. They need to add trade, and MBL's doing it. They're adding trade. They're trying to hold. If they hold for 20 minutes, they might get their trade up and running again, and the trade number's getting higher for them. Not going to be easy, though. Not going to be easy.
It's complicated.
Yep. But everywhere I look, I see Hearts Paladins. He is 80 military, man. 200 population.
It's insane, yes, but his goal now is 0. His goal now is 0. He got 29 trade cards. You can say, okay, it's a lot. Well, it's a Spanish trade. If they don't push an O, then maybe they can come back. But they are now little by little pushing more and more back. On the right side, they are still okay. But on the left, wow, the thing is, how many bomber towers they have to kill? But they are killing little by little. Little by little, and Leary now population is dramatically low. He's not going to be able to sling as before.
The price,
so, at least.
The price for wood is 600 gold for 100 wood. 600 gold for 100 wood. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. That is a crazy cost associated with a very simple thing in Age of Empires 2. It's going to get more and more expensive.
I mean, me as a caster, we're getting difficult because they are flooding all the map. In mine, they are flooding all the time during the game. It might be insane for them.
Yeah.
But the raiding is constantly. Look at now Mr. Yo, even with Eagles on MBL base. So MBL remake all the villages, 70 villages actually. But
he has the wood there too. He has the wood. He has 30 Spanish trade carts, and he's adding more. So it's, believe it or not, I think it's possible for them to hold this. It's obviously going to be difficult, but they're in this game. Will they? Are they favored now? No. But can they come back? They definitely can. They definitely can.
The good thing they are doing, but I miss a little bit more Siege, is that they are constantly raiding. And like you say, they still focusing all the time now on the wood. Let's see those Eagles. Mr. Yo is still 100 army almost there. The Eagles are idle. He should keep pushing constantly. You cannot wait here anymore. You need to go and push completely, man.
Yep. Well, I think we've seen it all. How the game did not end with that trade raid, I will never know. Well, I know, but you know, we're trying to hype it up like we don't know. MBL is adding more trade. He's up to 40 trade carts. Hart is at 32. Leary's still been slinging a lot. He hasn't really been fighting since the trade raid at all. Remember, he was making trebs before. Where do we go from here, man?
Yeah, well, just imagine how powerful was this Spanish economy, that after that crazy trade raid, they killed the markets and everything, and they're still there.
If they did not have Spanish, that was the game, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's a lot of eagles from Mr. Yo! Look at that. He chews up the Paladins. He can go into the Mangadai next. But, wow, MBL's on it. Heart's on it. They reposition. Amazing how quick these guys are to react on all sides of the map. But now, SY, possibly with a finishing blow, they're getting closer to the trade map, and all three of them are going to be right smack in the center, right in front of MBL's castles, and right in front of the trade.
You know what I'm missing also? They never build forward. Look how much distance is bringing all the units. I'm talking about this right now. They should now, where they are fighting, build stables, barracks, everything. Because they need to get so much time to get the army there.
It's tough because if you don't have wood, you don't want to build them, but I understand your point. It certainly helps. MBL needs to get all of his Mangadai in the fight here. MBL has 73 Mangadai. Hart has 75 Paladins. How are they sustaining these numbers after all of this?
Is really Leary upgrading men at arms after 2 hours 41 minutes? Men at arm upgrade?
I think the build order is a little bit off. I'm pretty sure it's a 22 pop build order. I think it's around the 10-minute mark. You should be going for that, Leary.
Okay.
But I guess he might be considering champions, right? He might be considering champions to counter the Eagles. Not going to be great, but I think this fight could be great for them. Look at how many numbers Aftermath has. It's crazy how they've come back from this, and they could kill these Cav Archers, and they could kill these Plumes.
No, they can kill. They can kill now. They are.
Yeah.
Incredible, man. Brutal. Well, the Bombard Towers, they need to kill the Siege Rams. The Ferraris are there. But I insist, the stable has too far. Look at the stable from Purple. Look how how far they are. They need the stables. I know that they don't have wood, but you need to push closer from the action. They are walking all the map, P90. All the map.
That was the issue that Aftermath ran into earlier when they were at Yo's base. They didn't have forward buildings, especially MBL. They didn't have forward buildings, and then Yo eventually pushed them back alongside Purple, and we have seen this so many times in this game. Aftermath have repopped. They're still in the game. The cost of wood is close to 700 gold per 100 wood. Still have no clue who's going to win this.
You know who is feeling good with this game?
Nico. Nikov's probably like, come on guys, finish the game already. I'm tired. We have more games.
And he should be waiting there to play the next one.
Yeah,
you know? So
that's funny.
He's like, well, okay.
Yeah, man.
Well, I believe that maybe Nikov is not playing anymore after this one in this series, right? Because
maybe he went to sleep.
He will say, okay, guys, I'm going to sleep, man. What the hell?
I go sleep. Good night. Well, MBL obviously needs some siege rams. When he mixed in the siege rams, he killed all those bombard towers. Leary is getting champion. That is one of the latest champion upgrades you will see ever. 2 hours and 46 minutes. Champions, it's awkward to use them, but it does help versus the Eagles. And maybe going champion and Halb is the way to play if you're Leary.
But I'm not sure. I prefer the option that you need to send resources. And then, because if you make the champions, you need to make a lot of economy as well. And then it might make that you're gonna lose some, potentially Magodites or Paladins for your opponent. But this fight is how to cast this fight. But now it's a good fight here for SY, huh? Yeah. It's a good fight for SY. They have a lot of Magodites, but not that, wow. But it's still hard, a lot of Paladins. But where are the Paladins? Here is not 70 Paladins, and now 3 players trying to push, going with the Magodites back. This is crazy, man.
I believe we've become desensitized to violence, guys. We have become desensitized to violence. I don't know how many kills in total. I'll have to have someone in the chat do the math here. But I believe we're over 10,000 kills now. And no sign of stopping. I believe MBL can hold this with that many elite Mangadai. He's of course going to hold this. Leary, he's having some problems with the champions, but he's sending them out for the first time. And the cost of wood memb, 680 gold to buy 100 wood.
Incredible. The thing is, there is still wood left there, but since they have the bombard towers, it's complicated for AM to gather the wood. But now let's see, siege tornadoes are coming, they're still going. I feel that the game will never finish, but they are getting closer and closer to the trade again. Now, but they have a lot of farm. It's just brutal. It's just brutal. And on the left, they are preparing a good push. Look on the left, so many Paladins and Eagles, but they need much more siege. Yeah. And I insist. I know that I said many times, look at those Eagles from where they are coming, T90. They are coming from the markets. They are coming from the barracks and those markets. It's too far, man. You need to go forward and delete the old barracks, you know? And make those barracks forward.
It's tough. Like, I hear his farm's expiring, so 2,000 wood is really expensive at this point in the game. So I understand what you're saying. I think it could be the logic behind not doing that, though. He's even sending wood to Lix at the moment, who is slightly in need of that. I said something about multi-queue earlier in the cast, Memp. In fact, I don't even remember if it was the game before or this game. I think it was this game, but this has been the length of 3 games, so it's hard to say. If this was not multi-queue, I think the game would have ended. You know? Like, all they have to do is touch a control group and spam the unit, and the unit is evenly distributed out of the stables.
Yeah, don't you think that it makes closer the skills from all the players, right?
Yeah, it definitely does, because there was a skill to producing out of multiple stables and castles. Now it takes a little bit less work for the players. Obviously, this is something that only like a group of individuals can do in the world, but still, I believe that we've gotten to this point because of the multi-queue change, and what a game.
Yeah, it's possibly like this. I think without multi-queue, the Mongols Spanish team should have won this game.
Yeah, I agree, because the reason that teams are holding on is because they're close to their production buildings, and when you're creating cav archers and you're creating paladins, you have 20 buildings to produce from. And that is not the case when you're in MBL's position.
Just according to that, what you are telling, T90, look at the mini-map, how you can see units coming from the left to the right side from SY, like little ants, non-stop, like you know, like deathmatch almost. This is insane, absolutely insane. The population is still good, but it seems that little by little, they keep pushing a little bit more, right? Let's say if now MBL with literally zero wood in the bank, can do the job, but those Eagles definitely are working, man. The Eagles are really, really, really strong, man.
700 gold to purchase 100 wood. So how much wood does a Mangadai cost? Is like 65, 45, maybe like 45 wood?
Yeah,
something like that. So basically, it costs 700 gold to buy the wood to make 2 Mangadai. Crazy.
Well, another important thing is, let's see if they can kill the castles. I mean, some bomber cannons here, and if they take the castle, that's it. Uh-oh, there's some paladins raiding in the south.
I see that.
Paladins from here. I don't know where they come from, but
Yo's having wood problems too, and his farms are expiring, so he could actually have resource problems all around. Only 300 food and 600 gold.
Wow. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Now they are trying to catch up all the army, and in the middle, wow, what's the many bombard towers, guys? Many bombard towers. This game will never finish, guys. Take your popcorn, the coke, whatever you wanna. But now they are, for the first time, a little bit lower in numbers. Look at the numbers now. They are going a little bit more down. MBL with only 50, only in quotes, right? Hard only 59 because has been all the time with 80 and 90, and they are getting closer and closer, and now even killing farmers. This is insane game. I don't know if you remember a game like this, man. I don't remember really.
As I said, this is easily one of the best games of the year for me. And we are near the end of the year, so that's really saying something. Is this it, man? Are we at the point where Hart will not have the food, where he will not have the farms, he will not have the wood, he will not have the stables? Is this the moment? It could be. It could be. That's a lot of military. Incredible. Incredible. And Mr. Yo consistently at 90 military. I don't think he needs to worry for resources because remember, Love Chang had like 14,000 gold and wood to send him, though he's looking pretty bad now when it comes to that.
Now Mr. Yo is all over. He's on the left, he's pushing little with some siege rams. The trebuchets are taking the castle down and there is no army. They are some raiding with the eagles, still going to the right side. Mr. Yo over 100 army with 35, only 60 great card. Remember that the resources last longer, can also be a nice plus here. They are struggling. Since they took the trade, they are defending all the time. They are not attacking AM anymore.
It's incredible, man. I've said that probably 600 times during this game, but there's been 600 moments that were incredible. I counted. Hart, he protects his trade on the right-hand side, but where he's really needed is at the heart of his base. MBL's the only one there, and Hart's sending paladins in. He just doesn't have enough numbers, man. And without the numbers, it's it's possible that SY could possibly polish off Aftermath in Game 2. And this is only Game 2.
Oh my god. Well, the first game was a little bit more disappointed, right? But I think they have compensated the first game 100%. Well, 200%, right?
For sure.
This is incredible, man. It's really, really crazy.
I'll tell you what, though. That second wall from Yo, that wall in the back was so smart. That is not something that the Aftermath players did. Had they done that, they would have been safer from those trade raids, and they never did that. They just had that one solid wall in the center. But Yo's wall has, the Great Wall of China there, has kept him protected anytime that Aftermath would even consider running forward. In fact, that's probably why Aftermath have not even gone for it many times, because they know it would be too risky.
And they always have the time to catch up the army. And but I also insist, they have 3 mobility armies against 2 during 3 hours, huh?
Yeah.
It's 3 armies basically versus 2, because Leary got nothing. It's 3 armies versus 2. It's basically Mayans, Persians, and Turks versus Mongols and Spanish, because for a while there was a trebuchet from Leary that was super fun to watch and so on. But now what Leary has
He has
army,
slow units.
Nothing.
Yeah. Britons are slow, and in post-imp, they're not very good. And I think that Trebs would have looked brilliant if it worked. But now, we can probably think to ourselves that maybe going Arbalest would have been better. Because full-on Trebuchet looks like a silly move after all of those Trebs have gone down, and SY are back in the trade.
He's raiding now. Mr. Yo is raiding with so many eagles to Leary, and even maybe with those eagles gonna be able to kill markets. There's so many eagles on the left. Let's see. And it's really good when the games are that long and with so much army to distract your opponent. Because they have to split the units while they are trying to push in that spot, and they are still doing bombard towers, man. What the hell?
MBL Siege on, it's a really nice shot there going for the bombard cannons. But it's short-lived. It's short-lived because of purple. This is a high-level game, man. Eagles in the trade, Plumes in the trade. And MBL's trying to defend. He's at 180 pops still. I don't know how. A Heart is still able to keep his paladin numbers up, but they don't have any map control. When they have Spanish Trade Mem, when they have Mangadai, they are losing.
He just bought few wood MBL for 3,000 gold. I was in his point of view. He used 3,000 gold to get some wood.
722 wood remaining.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. He got 5,000 gold a few seconds ago, and now 0 wood, and almost only 1,000 gold. It's crazy, and they are killing a lot of trade cards again.
I think it's just a matter of time, man. I think it's just a matter of time now. They're losing trade. They don't have wood.
We've been saying this long time ago.
We have, yeah. I mean, we've probably said it about 20 times, but I think that Aftermath probably frustrating with themselves that they let that trade raid happen, and ever since then they have had very little access to wood. MBL and Heart have this one pile of wood on the right, and that will soon end.
But you know what? For my experience casting Age of Empires, and you have cast like me a lot of time too, in these crazy long games, 80-90% of the times, don't know why, but this why have something. You know?
I know. Yeah, remember, we talked about it in Game 1 as a nice signature shot comes in from MBL. We talked about how SY is a resilient team. They've done this against Tyrant. They've done this against Secret. They're resilient. Honestly, other teams would have potentially called the GG in the situation they were in earlier. And they stayed with it. They're fighting against Spanish Trade, and they are, well, I think, and again, we've said this 20,000 times, I think they are going to win this game at this rate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how. The thing is, I don't see now how AM can win now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they are constantly defending all the time, which is incredible with these civilizations. But man, look on the left. Look on the left. Let's see if this can be the push. 20,000 million eagles with a lot of sun plume marches. Trebuchet and Rams, they are still trying to kill more and more. Look at the eagles on the left. And if he's taking this, Leary population is going to go dramatically down.
Hart tried to ungarrison monks and ungarrisoned his 3 relics, by the way. That's a mistake that always triggers me when it happens, and I'm sure he's not happy about it past 3 hours. He now doesn't have those 3 relics. And
I think this is the. I think this can be the game. I think this can be the game, and we didn't see this so many times because now in the middle we see paladins, more bombard towers getting closer and closer. So it means that there's not gonna be even economy, and the population for Hard for the first time is 117 only with 34 military. We can see one of the best games ever, and they might call the GG. They might call it or not.
They will. They will. They don't have the res. They can't buy food. They can't buy wood. It's too expensive. Hart doesn't have the numbers. They can't kill those bombard towers. And Yo is killing the castles, killing the farmers. I think it's just a matter of time now. They have to know. And my God, I'm obviously not speechless, but I am mind blown that the GG has just been called from AM.
I was about to say, Tirante, let's be honest, we won, they called the damn GG, please call it, and they did it. GG, all people in the chat need to spam right now.
Oh my God, awesome. That was an incredible game.
All you want. Tirante, I don't want to check anything, you can check everything.
we'll go to the achievements, man, but I just want to survey the map.
Do you think we are going to remember the first time after, or maybe the first time ever we cast together? I think we are not going to forget, man.
Yeah, we're not going to forget. We're not going to forget this game, at least. Obviously, it is very difficult to sum up a 3-hour game. It is almost impossible to sum up a 3-hour game. I think we can sum it up with SY are incredible. They are incredible.
And game of the tournament.
For sure. Yeah, I think even with the 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3s, 4v4s, this game was something else because they were against Spanish Trade. They were against Mangadai and Siege Onagers, and they still won the game. Every single player in this game, though, deserves a round of applause. Every single player does, because this was a 3-hour match. I'll tell you what, though, Mem. We talked about the mindset of SY. We talked about how the Chinese players have something special mentally when it comes to these tournaments. That's been the criticism of Aftermath. Aftermath might not have that mental strength, and to lose that second game, they'll be going into Game 3 either with a lot to prove or extremely frustrated, and maybe that frustration will cloud their judgment in the next games. I hope not.
Well,
but it would.
Exactly.
I would be frustrated, man. I couldn't go into the next game feeling okay after losing that. Goodness gracious.
But they should think also that, man, we have been fighting against these guys 3 hours. They should, in my opinion, they should go for in a positive way, not in a negative one.
Yeah, it's on how they address it, right?
Exactly. I mean, Hart has killed 4,000 units. 4,000 units, but he basically has lost 3,000 paladins, because out of those 3,693, those are paladins. Mr. Yo at the end, well, I don't want to put me a medal or something, but they only started to have more chances when Mr. Yo achieved more army with the halves, the eagles, and plumes.
Yeah.
When he was only with the plumes, they couldn't push, man. They could, because the eagles, I think they are underestimated, man. Those 100 HP is like 1 eagle and a half, man.
Well, the production speed, if you have enough barracks, and he did, and also the mobility. Yo got into these nooks and crannies. He was picking off trebs. He was everywhere he needed to be. I think that at the time, like real early on, plumes are certainly better, but once you get the trade memp, what do eagles cost? Gold. So you can spam those things, and there's a lot of things, and I think
in economy, T90, when have you seen Leary sending in a tournament game 200k resources linked with the crazy trade? And look at the Spanish trade. The Spanish trade, it didn't make that huge advantage, because look at Leaks and Loftian resources in the trade with the trade card they got. It's insane game. It's insane game. And well, check the timeline later, because the timeline, oh man.
Well, let's just assume for a second. Obviously, Leary sent other resources, but let's just assume that Leary sent 200,000 gold this game. He would still have a 66,000 trade profit. That's how ridiculous these numbers are. And again, my hats go off to SY for being able to fight against the Spanish trade in incredible fashion here. Let's look at this timeline. We need to blow this up and zoom in somehow.
Check the timeline. Jules, you can analyze this timeline. To analyze, please. Tell me how many axes you can see there for big battles.
Well,
man, that timeline, man.
The only thing that's missing is a wonder or two mixed in there, man. That is an incredible game.
You can analyze in that timeline that it was basically 3 armies versus 2. For that reason, AM shouldn't be frustrated, because 3 army versus 2 at this level even is difficult, man. It's really difficult, because they only have in total much more army, even if they got a lot too.
Yeah, the difference there is the fact that Leary did not have military, right? So I hope that Aftermath can look at it positively, as you said, Memp, because it depends on the person, it depends on the team, and if they look at it positively, it's obvious that Game 3 is going to be pretty sick as well.
Well, guys, this has been only the second game. Don't forget, guys, to follow T90 channel, okay? Because with this cast, we deserve a medal. Follow his channel, follow our channel, follow EscapeAoE, follow absolutely everything. And T90, I think we deserve at least 5 minutes break. I think. How about this? Let's make it 6 minutes. Okay, let's make it 6 minutes. We're gonna bump it up 60 seconds so we can grab some water, everybody. And as Mem said, if you are interested in the 2 casters, or this goes for any stream, of course, you can always type !casters in the chat and check out our channels, man. But I don't know if you have anything else, man, but I'm going to start that countdown so we can grab some water. I only want to say something. We love this game, guys. Hope you enjoy. We are getting ready for the 3rd game.
All right, guys, so in a few moments, we will get into game number 3. It's been lovely having all of you guys here. How many people watched that entire game from the very beginning? Probably a lot of you.
And swear a lot, did I?
Yeah, probably a lot of you. Thank you guys again for being here to watch this amazing game, this amazing tournament between two awesome teams. I'm going to go into the standings now to show you guys exactly what we're looking at when it comes to that and how important it is for Aftermath. I believe if they were to win this, they would get 8 points. Am I correct on that, Mem? I think it's 8 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they will be with 18. So look
Correct.
how close. Well, Frantic will get some points because they were in the semifinals, but still, I mean, it's a really good jump into the standings, and the moral, like, hey, we can win tournaments as well here, and they still have time to recover.
Yeah, regardless, they're going to move pretty high up there. It'd be a great result for them, so they have to keep that in mind as they go into the next game, and I think we're going to see that now. It will be on Mediterranean, and Mediterranean is another map where we've seen some different strategies. We saw different strategies from Finland earlier, and SY and Aftermath. They are very creative, as we know.
If we get a 3 hours game in Mediterranean, then I don't know what to say.
I think we got to resume tomorrow then.
Yeah, man.
So I'll tell you guys. So I had put some rice in my rice cooker about 3 hours ago, and I tried to time it so it would end like an hour ago because I thought that, you know, that everything would end and I'd be able to eat my rice. So it turns out my rice is a little bit burnt. It's a little bit burnt, just like Aftermath was last game. So I have to look for some more food after the stream because that game was ridiculous, man. Alrighty, my friends.
And look at this. Look at this one. Not so much water, man. Also here in this one.
This is like global. I guess it's not global warming, global cooling. There's been global cooling for this Mediterranean game. Let me introduce the teams here, Mem. We have Aftermath in the yellow. We have Leary. He's playing as the Vikings. His pocket is Nikov. Nikov's playing as the Byzantines, and then the flank for AM is MBL playing as the Italians. Mem, why don't you take it away with SY?
Well, I will take it away, but I want to point out that Nikov didn't sleep. They're playing, man. After the previous game, I'm really impressed that he's here. After the 3 hours waiting, he was like, oh man, oh man. And now we can jump into the civilizations. Hans, Malians, and Italians. Leagues with the Malians facing literally the Vikings. Well, Malians, remember, 15% less wood in everything except the farms, right? So it's great for this map as well. Italians, Mr. Yo versus Byzantines, Nico Pocket. I don't know, and Lovechan, Purple, Hans versus Steel Italians. How important do you think is the pocket position here?
Well, I think positions when it comes to water will be possibly less important here. Obviously, there's still a lot of fish here. A lot of the viewers are calling this a starfish map. Yeah, it is kind of like a starfish. Obviously, water's still important, Mem, but I think there's more potential for land, seeing as it's more open. So maybe I'm thinking Licks, for example. If Licks were to go land here, he might be able to catch a Leary off guard, as Malians are very versatile, very strong on lands. Not that Vikings aren't, but Leary will be going towards water. Now, Mem, obviously, many of the viewers know, I know myself, but if you could just explain why having a Vikings flank on water nowadays can be awkward, I'd appreciate it, man.
Yeah, definitely. Well, guys, the Vikings now, it's not like it was before. Why? Because now in Feudal Age, you will get fire galleys, while the Vikings doesn't have. So if you get a player like Malians Leaks that is going extremely fast and is pushing you quickly with the fire galleys, you might be in troubles. So do you prefer either to get the Vikings as a pocket, giving him time to mass army, or maybe even going fast castle and go longboats or war galleys, or here the Vikings, it might be like you said, very, very tricky.
Yeah, I guess it depends. Where's Licks gonna dock here? Like, for Licks to dock even close to this, he would have to come way too far. So I believe he might go to the right-hand side. And you know what? Maybe with this little pocket or this little leg or arm of the starfish, Leary will have a bit more time, Memp. Because the dock locations are certainly different than a normal Mediterranean game.
Yeah, I think it's really important that they flare each other so much and try to go, for example, like he's doing, because they need to try to be as close as possible with their teammates. But to be honest, look at the distance between yellow, green, and teal. It seems to be pretty cool. Close. I mean, yeah, pretty close. While the others, also with those little gaps, easily get trapped.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, your fishing ships. I mean, on one hand, you could get trapped, but on the other hand, if your opponent runs their navy in there, they only have one way out, and you could trap them. So I guess it depends on what the situation is, Mem. As you know, that's the normal answer when people ask what to do in a situation, the answer is always it depends.
and all this, exactly, all this is theory. Then, depending how they play, if they make some landing, some sneak, or some build order that is going bad. Imagine the one board that is going back 2 times when you're trying to lure is making you probably going slower, like a minute or 50 seconds, and it can ruin your whole game.
Yep, for sure. As we saw last game, so many little things that go into it. Tens of thousands of actions went into that last game. Pretty incredible stuff. Now, MBL is the first one to click up to Feudal Age, and he is going for water. And who's transporting?
Sorry. Yeah. And red player Leaks already sending a transport ship with the villager, man. Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, man, he's gonna give up the water directly and try to go land right away, man.
Isn't that crazy. A beautiful sight right there? And I believe that he might consider, is he going to go scouts here? Yeah, he's clicking up to Feudal, and I think he will go for scouts. This is very similar to what we saw from the Finland's player, the Max, and it was a strong strategy. It was a very strong strategy, wasn't it? They ended up winning that game versus Aftermath. Now, they have to be very careful with where their scouts are, and I love how Yo and Lix were scouting the shoreline to make sure that no one on the enemy team will see this. This is going to be a surprise to Nikov. This is going to be a huge surprise to Nikov.
This can be crazy because this can make the game complete mess. But Nikov is there. He's gonna spot it. No, he don't see it. He doesn't see it. Oh my God! I am on Nikov's point of view. No, they miss it, man. And Mr. Yo need to go away from there. No, don't bring it.
They could actually. Yeah. I mean, they don't need to distract that scout at all. They just need to pass this. It's a just passing moment. And the stable will go up. Now, will Nikov recognize this is the question. He obviously did not see that there was a villager there. Lix already built his barracks. Let's see, Mem.
Yeah, but he's doing a really good move there with the scout. Lix is going away from there, and since Nikov is already in Feudal Age, he's trying to chase that scout, and now he's going away smart, and the stable is up. It's going to be up, but palisade your villager, man. Because we have seen many times the surprise you can get with all the scout, and then you don't finish the, oh my God, he's doing exactly right now. Because if not,
that would be a
waste.
You
can ruin or the whole strategy. Exactly.
Well, we should focus on water for the time being. Leary is making those galleys. Remember, the fire galleys make it difficult. However, Lix is not going for fire galleys, so that could actually give Leary an edge. Nikov's going water as normal, and the water as normal is coming out for MBL as well. So
Nikov is spotted. Nikov has spotted. He has spotted the stable. Sorry that I interrupt you. And
he reacts
right away the barrack. Yeah.
I wonder if you see where the deer were. I mean, this is a really small thing, but I wonder if he saw the deer moving, because the deer, I was watching it, the deer were actually moving away because the villager, and sometimes players will pick up on that. Either way, the fact that he understands that that's happening is a huge deal, because he's Byzantines. He can make spearmen, and with the spearmen, he could defend himself. Of course, it's always easier said than done.
Yeah, but the good thing is that he's doing right away the archery range. I mean, you cannot keep there with the scouts only, or you're gonna be stopped really easy. On water, well, big fight. You know, the fire galleys is not like the old micro with the galleys. It's like, or I don't know if it's difficult for micro, but for me it's a little bit worse to watch. I love the war galley upgrade. I don't know. I mean, the galleys micro. I don't know what you think.
I mean, I agree. probably not a topic that we should get into. We might, I think the Age of Empires 2 subreddit might crash if we start that conversation again. But I agree. I think that Leary's micro will be on display here. It'll be beautiful. And it was not easy for him to deal with the first wave of Yo's fire galleys. And Yo has gone directly to Leary, knowing how weak Leary can be against this. And Nikov and MBL are here to help.
Wow, but I'm focusing completely there on the land, and with double archery range there, he can make a lot of damage because he can go to green and yellow. He can distract both.
He can distract
and that
both.
Can be huge. Yeah, it can be huge.
Let's
see.
It's a difficult balance now for Aftermath because if they invest too much onto water, they will not have enough to defend on land. But if they don't deal with what's on land, then they will obviously die to that and then maybe get wiped up on water. And this is not an easy thing to balance either. And Mem, I appreciate Mem co-casting and looking at the things that I'm not able to look at. Like, for example, we're looking at this demo from MBL! Okay, that was underwhelming. But he'll still kill the fishing ships there, which is good. And Mem needs to look at those other things, like this wood line and all that.
You are a good troller, but look at the wood on yellow. The wood on yellow is taking one villain. Look at now, he's gonna come and take it. Wow, imagine now with the fletching.
Yeah.
Imagine those scouts and archers with fletching. He can make, and if he find that tower, and he's gonna find it, he's gonna find that tower, and he's not letting him get up that tower. Leary gonna go really improbable. And lucky him, T90, only 2 archers. Imagine 4 or 5.
You're definitely right, man. More archers are on the way, though. He will fight with villagers. He loses quite a few. And Leary's economy is just a disaster at the moment. Fortunately, though, they are holding on water.
What economy, right?
Yeah.
What economy has Leary now? He's moving there to the north to make another lumber camp. But on water, yeah, they feel good, man. Oh, Nikov paid all the stone to Leary.
Smart move.
All the stone to Leary.
Yeah, Nikov's been on stone. He was expecting to have the tower himself, so he's going to send stone to Leary. Good team play there. With towers, then maybe Leary can stabilize and continue to focus on water.
But with this situation, the question you asked me, for the Vikings, it goes the other way around. Because now the Vikings become powerful.
Yes.
Because you can spam galleys forever and so cheap. And NBL is on the way to Castle Age. Wow, yeah. 19 minutes. But Mr. Yo, even faster. Damn it. This is going to be another epic game on the way to it.
Big problem for Yo is that he doesn't have a lot of support on water because Lix wasn't on water at all, and Shainu kind of lost out on his early water presence. So it is important for Mr. Yo as he loses that demo that he's able to push on it by himself here.
Did you notice where is Lovechan?
I just spotted it. He's actually coming with 1 tower, more towers, and scouts being created, Mem.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, then they're going on land. But the problem here is going to be huge because NBL is almost Castle Age.
Yeah.
It's true that he's there with army and NBL got no army. Do you think he's going to be able to make that tower up?
NBL should get the tower up because he has his own tower. He might lose a Vill, but he should be able to kill the scouts and get his tower up.
Oh, but the other tower is going to be up faster.
60%, 65. Yeah, he'll get it up, and that's great job. Great defense from NBL to kill the scouts. He should be able to force this down.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, he'll lose 1. Yeah, it's fine.
He's fine, yes.
So good job there. I have to say, I really like the team strategy from SY, but this puts all the pressure on Yo when it comes to water. And Mr. Yo, he's getting War Galley and careening now, Mem, but he's losing his docks. He needs to push out now.
Yeah, the good thing is if he's able to do the job with Carini, War Galley, Abrid, and so on, it's Italians. Let's see if he can be with Italians able to dominate on water. We will see. The problem is, Purple need to go up to Castle Age. How far is from going up? Well, it's not too far.
Not far, yeah.
Not too far. And map control is really important. If the game go longer, they are there, man. I mean, Lix is in the middle, disturbing a lot, doing a stable, and he's on the way to Castle Age.
Yep.
And he's gonna keep pushing now on Leary. What I mean is, they are not going to have a lot on water, while there's one player, Mr. Yo, 100% focus on water.
His economy has not been touched. Red's economy has not been touched. Purple's economy has not been touched. So the landing strategy looking to be very strong here. While Nikov, MBL, all the Aftermath players, they're having some issues with economy. I like this strat, man, because this promotes aggression. This favors aggression. And there are situations in the game where the defenders have an advantage. In fact, technically all situations, defenders have advantages. But just the fact that this aggressive play is working for SY is good, but I don't know if it's working enough. Look at Leary's galleys. Look how many he has. He will upgrade them in the next stage.
But tell me one thing, Evan, if you see that the score is great for MBL, Loftian, Purple is on the way to Castle Age with right now 8 villas more than MBL, and he's with Hans. Imagine the amount of army he can make with Hans without taking care of him with houses and everything here to dominate MBL. MBL have a stable with couple of knights with only forging and not even bloodlines. He can really destroy MBL now in Castle Age with the crossbows and siege, even going for cap archers, whatever he want to go.
Leary
but the knights at home. The knight at home on Purple. MBL, good job, man.
Oh, wow. Great counter.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Great counterattack. This will draw Purple back with some of his military. Leary is wedged into this gap. He's trapped in here, Mem. He's just about to get his War Galley and Bodcanero upgrade. Will he have enough? I think the timing on these upgrades will be decent, but obviously not great. Has he canceled the upgrade? Oh, no, he's got it. So that's good for Leary. What's not good for Leary is that the pressure's coming in from Lix on land.
Exactly, and then it's gonna make that Mr. Yo little by little will take the water, man. He's taking the water little by little, completely.
Yeah.
Completely. He's trying. He keeps trying to go with more dogs, but man, what Leary can do there. Another thing, where's Nikov? Nikov is, Nikov is trying to go all land as well.
Yeah.
But then the water will belong completely for SY.
Well, I think by now, the amount of fish boom that NBL has been a huge help. Yo arrives though, and he's killing the fish. Leary is still making war galleys, so I think it'll be Leary and Yo mainly on water for the teams here. But Leary can't fight on water much, Memp, if the knights and the crossbows continue in from licks.
There's a huge problem here. Why? Because we have 2 players from SY on land. Only one is going full on land, like it's Nico. But then what happened? With only one player on water, Mr. Yo, he's taking the water.
I think Mr. Yo can just carry this one, because Mr. Yo has 58 vills, so he's a huge vill lead over everybody. And as long as he maintains some control on water, he could then hit Imp faster later on. Leary's in trouble economically. It's really, his score is high because of the war galleys, and we'll see if he can utilize them. But Mr. Yo is just untouched.
Look at leaks, man. Even ramming already the town center. He's gonna make a disaster on his economy. He can take the TC already down. Leary population gonna drop like crazy, and his score will go down dramatically fast now. He's even holding against Nikov because he has camels in T90.
Yeah.
Wow. He's going full push, 1 TC, man.
And he should. Leary, you know how many TCs Leary has? 0.
Less than red, right?
It's the 0 TC strategy. He has to run to build a new one. Nikov just sent him stone so he could build a new one. And Leary is losing villagers left and right. And SY's strategy here, again, impressing me. And Leary being forced to go the guard tower route, which unfortunately will not save his eco. And Nikov hoping to help with a few monks and a few knights of his own, but I think the damage has already been done, Mem.
Exactly. I mean, if he's gonna be able to clean that and convert some units, Leary, how is Leary going to produce now anything? Look his resources, on his point of view. It looks like the previous game, but after 3 hours, not after 28 minutes. Zero, man. Wow.
Well, they need MBL. MBL is 57 pop. He has 57 vills. It's 47 for purple. He has a slight lead. Also, Leary does still have Navy. But as you said, Mem, it's looking so good for Yo. MBL's not doing any damage to purple. It's not easy. It's not going to be easy at all.
Yeah, but he's taking all the fish. He has got almost all the fish. And yellow is, Leary is almost out of the game right now.
Yeah, he definitely is. Definitely is. 31 vills. I wonder, wonder if you sling in this situation, because, you can't be helping your team too much to just sit here. I wonder if the response will be to sling, but he doesn't even have resources to sling, you know? It's that bad for him at the moment. I think it's got to be Nikov and MBL somehow, if his team's going to come back.
But the problem is that MBL is slightly ahead with Loftian, only 1 villager, man. And he's getting pushed, so Mr. Yo is on the way to Imperial. The only problem is that Mr. Yo have docks now.
Mr. Yo had 1 dock. Yeah. I wonder if he tries to sneak a transport and goes Condottiero right into Leary or MBL's base.
Exactly. Well, actually,
doesn't even need to transport.
Exactly. I was about to say that, man. You spot it instantly, because maybe he can go with purple city and just make the Condottieros there.
Yep.
Or to yellow, whatever choice he chooses. He can go either way.
Great job from purple, just to hold here, man. It's been so stubborn against MBL. With these towers, even a forward TC now, he's that confident. All of the pieces. Oh, a huge fight on the left! A huge fight on the left, and Nikov's getting destroyed! Wow!
It's crazy, man. The scores say that they're only 200 score behind, but I feel, T90, that they are much behind than this.
Well, the score's going to jump up big time when Yo hits Imp and starts killing things. That's for sure. And
but he's going water. He's going water. Look, he's going all the dogs on the left, close to I think it's the safer choice, right?
Yeah. They're already ahead on lands, right? So, especially after Nikov just lost his knights. And I don't know why he made that many knights.
That's castle for MBL. He's doing a castle there. Well, he's good. He's going to defend.
Yeah.
But MBL is already 59 villages only.
Doesn't make their situation any better to build that castle. It makes his situation better, but as a team, it is very, very rough for Aftermath at the moment. And Yo is... he is making a transport, so I think he will transport over some villagers and go condotieros soon enough. But they don't need it. They don't need it. SY calls... Or, sorry, Aftermath calls the GG. SY, with the landing strategy, gets the victory. Great game.
Well, Leaks destroy, man. It was Leaks, man. I mean, Purple was doing well. Yeah, he got MBL behind, but Leaks destroyed Leary, and he was pushing already to Nikov. That was the one with 90 villages after the previous game. This was an impressive performance here by SY. I don't know what you think, man.
It was very impressive, and the strategy is not something that's all that new to Aftermath, because if you remember, they lost to Finland, so I wonder if perhaps this game was an example of how Aftermath plays to quote-unquote meta, you know? How they don't think out of the box as much, or they struggle against out-of-the-box strategies, because when Finland got their victory on Mediterranean versus Aftermath, they went for the landing strategy, and then the same thing happened here with SY. Certainly, though, it's obvious to me, especially after game 2 being a 3.5 hour game, we have two very close teams here. So AM, they could get the victory in game 4 to tie it up and take us to the final game.
I like much more this map, Mediterranean, than, for example, Baltic, because this map left room for more options. Baltic, there's a lot more water. Yeah. The gaps, the passes that you can throw, send the villages are way smaller, and usually it's one map strategy, right?
Well, if you see the map, you have to adapt to it, right? So if you adapt to the map, maybe there you go for something different. If you're AM, have Nikov go for a landing, scouts, I don't know. But it's easy to say now. All we know is that SY has 2 wins, AM has 1, and we're going on to game 4, my friends.
Yeah, and the game 4 is Sun Barn. Well, stay tuned for that map.
I didn't even know this map existed. Just kidding. But like, my point is, we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it much, you know?
Not
like,
too much.
It's so rare. It's so rare. So I'm excited to cast on it.
Gonna be really crazy. I mean, to focus here in all the points, it's gonna be poof. You know, it's gonna be really complicated.
Puff the magic dragon, man.
Oh damn it! You launched already, and I didn't even close the other one, so I need to rejoin.
Ah, okay. Well, I'll wait for you. I promise I'll do the introductions. Welcome, ladies and gents, to game number 4 in a set between Aftermath and SY. It is extremely important for both teams to get this best-of-5 victory, to get land points, and get prize pool in this year-long event. And I will start with the Aftermath players. This map is called Sunburn. It's very different, and we'll get to it in a bit. Leary's playing as the Aztecs in the blue. Right above him, we have MBL playing as the Persians. Right above him, we have Nikov playing as the Franks. And already, Leary's getting attacked by the 2 scouts from SY. Memb, are you back in the game by chance?
I'm completely catch up for sure. So we can go for Mr. Yo Mongols, but there's so many fights already. I hear only the bidim. Oh, wow. Mr. Yo with the Mongols, Franks with Lovechan, and Liz with Kells. Oh, interesting. Really interesting. Civilizations.
So if you think back, Mongols was chosen by Aftermath for the hideout game, right? So that means they cannot choose Mongols on a map like this. So perhaps they had the weaker civilizations in game 2, and they got the victory, and now they have a civ like Mongols to use themselves in game 4. I'd like my position if I were SY, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I like something also. The position for in this crazy map, I like that the Aztecs is the flank here. Yeah. I mean, like in front. Yep. It's really powerful civilization to be there. Then Franks, Nikov, just look, almost at the edge of the map, like at the back completely. And also Persians. Well, I like position more for AM. Don't know what you think.
I agree with that. You also have to keep in mind that Yo is Mongols at the far back for his team. Yo is the player who you'd want to have time, and Mongols is probably the civ that you'd want to have time. It's worth pointing out there's a lot of scout fights going on. Every single player going for hits here, and this is all around Shinu's base, man. This is messy stuff if he wants to get his elephants.
It's really complicated. Also, you are used to see from left to right, right? Now we have all in the middle, so you say like where to focus. You probably don't need to move the mouse too much, right? Just up and down. because they are all there in the same line straight to each other. But what the strategy is to pick there? Do you think we're going to see a tower fest?
Yeah, for sure. Man-at-Arms towers should be the play for Leary, I think. Man-at-Arms towers, because if you place one tower on purple, you don't need to continue on him. You could just go right to red. So this should be a very tower man-at-arm heavy map, which again gives Leary an advantage. MBL's trying to lame. He had a weak scout. He's on 3 HP and he's trying to lame. This only MBL would try and lame when he has a 3 HP scout. He'll lose his scout here, man. There's no way he gets that.
If the other guy is focused, yeah, but he's gonna save only if he give up with the laming. For example, how is the distribution for the resources for purple? Both stone T90 in the same spot.
Yeah.
In mine, one tower there. Bam.
Wow, MBL saved his scout
right
too.
away.
Yeah, I think that's just really... It's a tough map. It's a tough map for the flanks, which is why players are being so aggressive early on. There's no other way to say it, really. It's sloppy, and we are going to see a lot of aggression incoming. I believe Leary should have a decent uptime soon. I say that, and he doesn't quite have the resources right now, but Memb, let's just assume he goes for towers. Purple's going to be under a lot of trouble.
I'm not sure if he's gonna do that. I'm taking Leary point of view for work. Yeah, he see the stone, and Leary is not this kind of player, right? I mean, he's not usually going for a tower rush. Whoa, he's even with 2 mills already. Look at those 2 mills with how many bellies on berries?
Man, that would be beautiful if you were Franks, man. Look at Nikov.
Wow.
Franks with the berry. He has 3 mills. That's amazing.
Nikov, 3 mills, man.
Yeah.
3 mills already. That's crazy.
Well,
do you remember some time ago that with most of civilization, no, don't go for the berries because they are slow food, man. And now 3 mills, man. 3 mills in Dark Age. Awesome.
You got berry nothing. I know the meta for this. It could be another 3-hour game, but I know the meta for this. I can promise you that much. Shainu clicks up to feudal, so he's assuming he'll be under pressure, just as we did. Leary is not clicked up yet. And then you have Lix, who's central for SY. And Nikov, who's in the north. And MBL, who's central on the way to feudal. Leary's just behind, I guess, but...
Oh, but I'm surprised about Mr. Yo. He's going Castle Age.
I like it. I mean, it could bite them in the ass, but I think it's a risk worth taking
Whoa!
here.
But no, look where he's going, man. On the left to 3 elephants, 1,200 foot with Mongols.
What?
He's gonna take 1,200 foot with Mongols, and can you tell me if someone gonna ever explore there from the other team?
I doubt it.
Food, man.
They have weak scouts.
Food, man.
What are they gonna do,
man?
Yeah.
The hell, man.
That will give him an excellent fast castle time. All right. Well, what will MBL do? MBL is on. Oh, I'm sorry. What is this? That's MBL. I got the colors confused. The green and the teal next to each other confuse me. Yeah, MBL's Persians, and he's on gold heavily. Interesting.
Link.
Sling?
It's Link.
It's got to be Sling because he doesn't have a barracks, right? He doesn't have a barracks, so maybe he'll Sling.
He's Link. He's Link to who?
Nikov, probably.
Because, yeah, he should make the to Nikov, but what Nikov has?
I don't know, but I do know that Leary has man-at-arms incoming, and he has villagers coming forward, as does Lix. Oh, boy. This is like...
Yeah, it's gonna be a Sling. It's a Sling. It's a Sling 100% to Nikov that he's behind. So...
Okay.
The middle is going for the Sling. And here we have the Kells, and we need to check what Lix is doing. Okay, they are going full army. I mean, SY going full army? Oh, but this is crazy, man.
Well, this is... When there's towers involved, it's like home field advantage for China. So, you got to be careful if you're trying to go forward against a Chinese player.
Do you think the Sling can work in this kind of map?
I do.
And,
I do.
Okay.
Because
it's too
they're
open,
so
right?
close. Yeah, it's open and they're close together. So if Leary starts getting attacked or MBL starts getting attacked, well, who cares? Nikov will just show up with knights to protect them.
And he's Frank, so he will have the bloodlines for free. He can go with the Timbard in armor and make a crazy, crazy performance there. Well, we will see. But it's true also that the Mongols, with those crazy also free resources he's getting. Look at this, he got the elephant already. One elephant already, taking the second. Look his resources without a Sling, man.
I think the fight on the front is what we need to look at now, Mem. There's scouts, there's archers, there's spears, there's men-at-arms. So many villagers exposed for red, and I don't like his situation, really. It's so awkward to fight with so many villagers. Weak vills. Both teams traded their man-at-arms.
But he called it, man.
Yeah, he did okay.
Called it. What the hell? But he's just doing now a tower to secure the area, right? Because there it used to be, okay, they are coming with everything. Well, Mr. Yo and Nikov almost the same time Castle Age. Well, the same that we said. Now, Mr. Yo can just go camels.
Why did Nikov leave Leary? He left Leary, and Leary has lost 2 archers now. He's going to lose a villager and another archer. Meanwhile, Nikov is trying to... Well, he's receiving Sling, of course, and he's trying to hit Yo, I guess. And that's a risk that better pay off, because Leary's really under pressure now, and there's going to be a tower here.
Oh, wow. And that tower is important. Now Leary being forced to make a counter tower. You can see he sent... Whoa! Do you think Leary gonna make the tower? He sent 12 for 10 villages to make a tower. Oh, man. I've never seen... He cannot even use all the villages to make that tower.
Yeah.
Damn it.
He's desperate, man. He's desperate.
Yeah, man.
And Nikov's probably thinking Yo is desperate for food because he doesn't have a lot of farms, but he doesn't know about those Elefantos on the left-hand side.
Already.
Yeah, he's taking them already.
Them all.
But
that's crazy.
Remember the sling. Remember the power of the sling, Mem. Lix's tower is not going to stay up. Sure, Leary's behind, but Nikov will have 3 stables making knights. And for Mr. Yo, he has 1 stable. 1 single stable to make knights and camels. I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Oh, but the scouts are there. He's taking now more villages to Leary. Leary is still struggling a lot. I really think that was a bad move there by Nikov leaving there. But they have a lot of experience. As soon as they see the first knight from green, and now they are exploring with Lovechan, they will know that this is Sling.
Yeah.
Well, I think they know already.
Yeah, they probably know already. Since MBL is seemingly forever feudal at this point. In all the sling situations, man, like, the team that's not slinging, they tend to do damage, but once that sling starts coming in, it's so difficult for them to deal with this. Like, I don't see how they can deal with so many knights from Nikov, and this will give Leary time to stabilize. And
maybe monks?
This is the strategy. Yeah, maybe a few monks, a few camels, of course, can be helpful. I just feel like Nikov can outproduce everybody with the resources he's receiving.
Yeah, I don't know if it will be now in time to, for example, one of the players to also go Sling. I don't think so. It might be tricky now.
Yep.
Well, Purple can walk himself pretty easily on the left.
There's more elephants for Yo. You could tell Yo about those elephants there. But, you know, you can't wall the map. It's so open. And if you wall your TC, you wall out your resources. That's the complicated thing.
Yeah. The good thing for SY is that he's taking all those knights to kill 2 towers to a guy that is in feudal age.
Yeah.
And is giving some time to Mr. Yo, but still. MBL with 40 villages, he's giving some good sling with Persian. Remember, the TC work faster, which is a plus as well to give some good economy. And this is now looking really good. They will need more and more camels. And but the camels are coming and a lot of spears. But archers from Leo will help.
Archers will help versus spears. Nikov decides to take this fight because he has more numbers and he has more upgrades. He doesn't care about the counters, and he wins the fight. He wins the fight, and what a play from Leary to be here with the archers, because he's really been struggling, but man, is that going to help.
I mean, those camels without upgrades are weak, really weak. You have seen that they didn't kill almost anything. Now with the knights, he will try to go and take... Well, Mr. Yo is doing another stable, but I'm checking Mr. Yo point of view. And, well, he's basically only with 43 population, and without beating a Link, it's a problem, man.
Yeah,
it's a real problem.
He can't afford to catch up in the numbers. He can't afford to catch up in the upgrades. That's the problem. And on other maps, you could wall, like Bedouins earlier, there was a sling situation, and you could wall out your opponent to buy yourself time, but you can't really do that now, as the Knights are so close, and Nikov is not going to stop producing them.
And not only that, Nikov is going to get on his own economy.
Yep.
A great one. He has 3 TCs already.
Wow.
3 town centers. He did the market, so he can also see now. If you check his point of view, he can see exactly what teammates are doing, and he's keep trying to push. He's trying to push, going to Mr. Yo, and Mr. Yo is not going to be able to stop this. Let's see. I still think that a monastery with few monks is needed, because with camels with bloodlines only, not gonna stop it, man. And also with those archers from Leary.
Yeah, I was gonna say the problem with monks is that Leary will just pick them off with his crossbows, and Leary's on the way to Castle Age, so they're killing Red's market. Funny enough, he really needs a market to balance his economy or something, and they might even go right. I mean, they have to decide now. Do they go for Red's eco, or do they just start killing Yo's stables? It seems like they're going towards Red's economy.
They need to, but this will go to Mr. Yo, because Red is already bye-bye.
Yeah.
Red is already bye-bye, so just go with the abilities to the TC. Red, look at those lumberjacks. They are like in a disaster position, but wall a little bit, man. Red doesn't have a stone. No, he doesn't have a stone to make a tower. Now the camels are coming, but those camels are... Well, now he has some more camels with +1.
It's a decent number, right? But I think Nikov's going to wait anyway until Leary gets crossbows, and then that becomes a very different story. And I fear for SY now. It is 2-1 in this series. If SY loses this, they, of course, will just take this to Game 5. But strong strategy here for Aftermath. And I think it's going to be even stronger now. Leary's going to get his upgrades.
Well, Team Bardin armor now from Purple as well. So Knights +2 with Camels combined against Knights and Crossbows with a good fight. Let's see what SY can do. And if there's a team that can come back from this,
it's SY.
Yeah.
It might take 3 hours. It might take 3 hours.
No, please,
but they could do it.
I love this game. I love this game, but man, it's too many hours casting. Anyway, Mr. Yo as a pocket is also a sick player. We can see now husbandry for Nikov really important too. Mr. Yo has the +2 also with those camels.
Yeah.
They need to get a good fight, otherwise it can be game over.
I think that, I don't know, it's interesting to me. Maybe Red should start to sling a little bit. Send resources when you get them. I think he might have done so already.
He's sending resources to both. A little bit, but the problem is that what he got nothing. I mean, so what he's sending for now is something insignificant, really.
Yeah, very little.
Really little.
That's a lot of archers for Leary. That's a lot of knights for Nikov.
But Purple is coming with good amount of knights +1, +2. What he should do? Try to catch up that army, or maybe go raid. Because this is what he's thinking now. You see, he's going back and maybe trying to raid with those purple knights, and maybe it's the right choice. Because
if he raids, then Yo cannot fight. So now that Yo cannot fight, Red loses 4 more villagers. I like the decision to raid Memb. I think that's a good decision to kill economy, but it's a risky decision, and perhaps they need to just clean up this big army that Nikov and Leary have.
But Mr. Yo is starting to have a pretty crazy boom on his own. Pretty crazy boom. It's true that Nikov too, but Nikov is under sling. So Mr. Yo is somehow, getting the same amount of villages and almost the same army without the sling. It's just impressive. But what happened with this sling? That Leary is on the way to Imperial. And
Nikov is going to be right behind him. He says, oh, you're going to Imp? I want to join the party in the Imperial Age. I'm going to go too. So they don't even need to fight now, AM. I think that if anything, SY needs to force fights. And, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Whoa, good fight, man. Good fight. Yeah. They can kill all. And be careful, because going up to Imperial without army, it can be
a death sentence.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Nah, but they have a lot of crossbows, man. Look at Leary, 30 military. Well, the thing is, in numbers in army, look, they have the same.
Yeah.
30-20, but with 2 players going to Imperial.
And they have ranged melee. To have the knights in front, crossbows behind is better than to have knights and camels because of the positioning. So, I like AM's position. I just don't like the fact they're running out. This scares me, Memb. This really scares me. Because more numbers when it comes to knights and camels is better. As you know, like 1 knight is stronger than 1 crossbow, so don't go out too far, Aftermath. Run back to your base and just wait for your upgrades.
They need a castle there to defend, to get some map control. I mean, it's why. Without a castle now, they can really get a bad fight. Arbalest and Cavaliers can be a disaster. But it's incredible how Mr. Yo is playing. It's true that those elephants help him to get a great economy, but he's about to click up to Imperial, man.
Yeah, and he is on stone, support. So he could build a castle. Problem is, you need 2 to 3 castles, you need all the Manga Die upgrades, so there's still a long time to wait for Mr. Yo to be at his full strength with his Civ. And honestly, the camels from Mongols aren't great. They get heavy camel, but they lack the final defense upgrade, which is the most important upgrade that you can get on a camel.
I'm telling you something. Look at the abilities number for Leary. If they hold one fight and they kill the Arbalest, Leary got nothing. So it's gonna be 2 players, almost boom, because Purple is now getting some good boom. He got huge amount of farming and he's getting some little sling, not many. Yeah. And this is now a huge fight that is going to happen. They need a castle and they should wait a little bit, or maybe they should take the fight now. No, the Arbalest are there.
No, I don't like the fight. Don't take the fight, especially when there's monks there. It's before Cavalier, I suppose. So it's good. It is as good as it gets.
Oh man, maybe it's not that terrible, man. Maybe it's not that terrible fight. What the damn hell? Maybe it's not that terrible. If they take those Arbalest, they need to kill the Arbalest, because if they get the Cavaliers there, this is gonna be terrible for SY. But man, this is just like a coin, you know? Let's see what is gonna happen.
Well, the Cavalier upgrade will come in after all of these engagements. So the timing not good for Nikov. But I'll tell you what, Leary's positioning was so good with so many Arbalests that should be enough. The Cavalier upgrade comes in for Nikov, and this is where they completely, they should overrun SY unless there's a castle on a hill, unless there's something to delay them. And that's what Mr. Yo needs right now, Memp. As you said, a castle would be huge.
Yeah, they took the risk and they lost that. I mean, they still have good population. Because if you take the population, except that Lix is so behind with MBL, yeah, man, Mr. Yo population is still very similar. Now they are taking the Siege War sub. That TC is going to be in danger. And the Leary lost some amount of army. But now Nikov is getting the Paladin upgrade. The sling is so powerful.
Yeah, there's no chance now. I mean, I shouldn't say no chance, but I don't see how. No chance. I don't see how with Paladin upgrade on the way there's any chance here. Incredible strat. Again, this is a strategy that SY could have gone for. AM went for it. AM, they have beaten the sling in this tournament, and they have also used the sling to success. And it was a strong strat.
You know what happened in this situation? Look at the map. Look how much map SY can move.
Yeah.
I mean, they can really move all over the map. I mean, I believe they will do. I don't know if they are going to stay in the game, because we have said about them how they are. Yeah. And I believe that they are going to try to move. Paladin upgrade, Heavy Camo is going to be there. He's on the way to Imperial. He has to be careful because he can lose the Tone Center that is going to Imperial.
Oh my God.
He's actually taking the TC that is going to Imperial. And that is the game. So
that's a dead TC.
Purple is gonna take the fight. He's taking the fight because he knows that that's the Imperial TC. Yep. The Camos are coming, and Mr. Yo is gonna save the TC or not.
I think the TC will be saved, man, but they had to sacrifice all their military at a time, which is not good. Paladin completes for Nikov. Leary's in a great position. That one villager is repairing the TC, just minding her own business. But even if Purple gets to Imp, he's at 55 population.
Exactly.
And that has surely got to be the game. And now Eagles from Leary, they're elite Eagles. The TC! Oh my God, that was close.
Whoa, almost again. Yeah. Damn it. It was looking that he was never getting the Imperial, but Imperial Age with less population than the Feudal Age, new meta game.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for you here, and even Mangadai from Yo now will probably not be enough, as Nikov has Paladins and Leary has the Eagles. Red's now going to feel the pain next, and honestly, I don't even know if Leary and Nikov need Sling anymore. Maybe Leary needs a Sling. Not that stopping would be necessary either, because MBL will probably not need to fight in this game, but man, incredible stuff.
Well, Leary doesn't have so much villies, but it's 80 villies for MBL. MBL got more villies to alone that Lofchan and Lix together.
Yeah.
Oh, the Slinger has more villies than 2 players from the other, and now he's killing the TC. This is completely over, and this is also bringing some good news. We're going to go to the decided game. Who's winning, it's gonna just take the tournament 3 versus 3 that has been absolutely amazing.
Now, as we said, Mem, any other team resigns. Any other team resigns. Not SY. Mr. Yo saying it's fine, man. It's fine. This is fine.
Look at Purple. He got already 1 TC at the back. He has moved. Look. He has moved his economy.
He's rebooming.
And Mr. Yo got now how many castles? 3 castles, and he's gonna keep going. MBL on the way to Castle Age, and he has Heavy Camos and Elite Mangundice fully upgraded, only missing 1 upgrade. Well, they don't give up, man. Mr. Your Coinage, they really, I love them, man. Because they really, man, with 14 population leagues, Lovechan 56, he's doing the coinage because he wants to slink to make him recover for 14
He's like, we got this, boys. We got this. Let's go. We're going to win it right here. That's what he's saying. Man, I can't speak Chinese, but I would love to hear what their voice comms are like right now as Yo is trying to rebuild that castle as he loses one on the right. Obviously not a great situation, but Yo believes. You gotta have belief, guys.
No,
never mind.
Call,
there's
man.
the GG.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Well, we were trying T90, but we couldn't do more, man, because they were bye-bye. Well, decided game. Awesome. It's crazy, man. How it can happen 3 hours game, and then look at those games after.
It feels like a 5-second game after game 2, right? I think games 3 and 4 were pretty quick in comparison. But Mem?
Yeah, well, he said, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was just going to say, you know what that means? Game 5 will be coming up. We are going to have the deciding game here. Man, what a finale this is going to be. The games have been really good. I was fearing for Aftermath after they lost game 2. I was thinking, man, I don't know if they can come back from that mentally. But they have. They have. This game, this whole series has gone back and forth.
And you know, when I knew that, okay, we're going to cast together, I was like, oh man, it's nice. We're going to cast together, but it's only one series. It's the grand final, but only one series. How many hours we are already together casting this? Only these 4 games, thanks to that 3 hours games. 4, 5 hours already?
I'm not sure.
Maybe I exaggerate, but it's crazy how these series are going, man. It's crazy.
So what Civ have we not seen that we are going to see next? The next map is Dry River, and we've seen 4 games.
Oh, Indians here, man.
Yep, for sure. This will be most likely. Again, remember, AM, they beat the Sling. They're only team to ever beat the Sling on Dry River. But most likely, we will see Sling incorporated in this. Sling the Indians. Everybody knows it going into the game, too. I don't think there's going to be a huge strategy surprise when we've seen it so many times.
What other civilizations they can pick? I mean, yes. Chinese, maybe? For both teams also?
I'd have to look at the list, and I figured the fastest way is just to 14, start the game already, and then once we're in the game, we can get our answers, right?
Yeah, we are going to find out in seconds because we are starting, guys. Enjoy. There you go.
All right, ladies and gents, welcome to Game 5. This is Game 5 and a best of 5 between 2 of the best teams in the world, SY and Aftermath. This is on Dry River. With me is Mem. I'm going to introduce Aftermath, then I'll pass it along to Mem for SY. In the green flank, we have Leary. Leary's playing as the Indians. Surprise, surprise. In the blue, we have Turks for Heart. And in the teal, we have Ethiopians for Nikov.
Well, we can see now, and T90, what a day casting together. A pleasure to be here with you casting, and Britons, Lovechan, facing Green Leary with Indians, okay? The pocket, and the pockets here probably is not really important, but these Ethiopians leagues, and on the left, Mr. Yo, Indians facing also Ethiopians, but like we say it in these games, pocket or flank here, it probably doesn't matter. What it matters is what strategy they are going to pick. Another slink, or they are going to go full aggressive. And if they slink, what civilization they're gonna pick to slink? Because look at the combination from SY. 2 archer civilizations, which one can be better? Ethiopians faster archers, or the Britons with the long range?
Well, I'm just curious exactly if there will be a sling. Considering we have Britons and Ethiopians on the same team, that would mean that you might want to take advantage of the fact that you have good archers. As I'd said before the game starts, I think that sling is the way to go. Have one person make archers, one person sling to the other person who is Indians. And if that is the case, let's say that does happen here, Mem, I believe it has to be Turks. I believe Hart will take that sling role and probably send resources to Leary, who's to the right side of him.
It will be probably, I don't remember Hart is slinging. And in this map, I find, I don't know. Well, what do you think about MBL not playing in this one? Do you think this is the stronger team? Do you think it's good?
I think MBL is, obviously he's a great all-around player, but I think that MBL is very good when it comes to games that go late game. He's extremely good if it goes mid-Castle Age onwards. But on this map,
look at the fight. Sorry,
see it.
On the right side, the 3 scouts. Oh my god, but he just made the loom in time. No, it's not in time. He made the loom late.
Wow.
Made the loom lame, and he lost 2 villages already minute 4. Damn it.
Yeah, 2 vills down. Great teamwork from Aftermath. But just finished up my point. I think that perhaps Heart is a little bit better and these smaller engagements, and Aftermath taking the initiative, killing 2 vills that early is a huge deal. And they need this win, Mem. They need this win. They're in 5th place in the standings overall right now. To get this victory in the finals would put them at 3rd at the very least, which would be a huge, huge jump for them.
Well, let's see, because this is a really important advantage in 4 minutes, so they can be closer to that victory. T90. So let's see what they are going to do. You can see, well, remind the people that maybe don't follow this tournament so much, that Indians here is not good. It's great. Why? Because they have a special bonus to carry this fish. So look at Leary, those 2 mills. This is a paradise for him. Look at the amount of fish he can get. They get faster and more food from those swordfish, which is insane. It gives a really great plus. What we can see here, this link, it makes that you can get 12-13 minutes in Castle Age with this Indian civilization. But like you said, I don't see the role. You can get the role for the slinger on SY. I don't see it clear.
I don't even know if AM will sling this. Hart has shown no signs with any big walls that he would go for any type of sling. So while it's been common, maybe it won't happen here, or it will. I do see the vills going out to gold though, Mem, so I believe Hart's about to up, and we'll probably see the market play. Worth reminding people watching, Mem, that Yo is the Indian player. He's on the left flank for his team. Leary is on the right flank for his team. So if those are the 2 most important players in this game, they are on opposite sides of the map.
Yeah, and if they explore, I think purple should be the slinger. Why? I prefer to have the pocket Ethiopians and yellow Indians together. It's really easy because if the slinger is in the middle, look how far will be purple and yellow to gather the army together.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. Problem is, I guess, depends on your preference on who you want going archers, what civ you want going archers. I do see villagers going to gold now for licks. This is a sign that he could be going for archers, or it could be a sign that he might sling. We'll find out soon enough, as all players will soon be in the Imperial Age. Leary is the first to arrive, and Leary is already making his stable.
Well, I honestly think that with all the walls Purple is doing, he will be the slinger.
Yeah, well, it is China. It is SY.
Yeah,
so
you never know. Maybe they are going team walls, and that's it.
Yeah, I think so as well, though. He's already lost 2 villagers as well. So seeing as he lost 2 villagers, it's going to be an issue. Did I say people were in the Imperial Age? My bad. Mem, you got to correct me, man. You got to say I'm a fool. I didn't realize I said imp.
I don't want. I'm also a little bit tired, and people know that it was just nothing. No problem. Everyone knows that it was
tired,
feudal
man.
age.
Closing in on 9 hours, controlling the stream.
It's normal,
too.
man. I was also streaming in my channel. It was epic also series, those semifinals with some good fight, and then we come here, and now the sling is starting. It's gonna sling to who? It's gonna sling to Teal. It should be to
sling being who's slinging? I'm sorry, Hart. Hart slinging. Yeah, Hart has slung.
Yeah, man.
So he's slinging
the resources.
Leary, and then we are going to see the sling from Purple. And I think this is the play, Mem, because of the position and also because Purple lost so many vills.
Definitely. I mean, they maybe can't have changed their plan because of those villages. They will say, well, you are going to be behind if you want to go army, so let's go a sling, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But I still think it can be really important, the positions, huh? It can be really important to engage the army and go together, because Teal is far from green, and now red and yellow are just together.
Look at that crocodile.
Fight. I love it, man.
Yeah, interesting fight. And Leary's actually looped around. I always get distracted by animals in this game, but I like how Nikov has spears with his man-at-arms.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Look, let the croc get a kill, Scout. You can't have all the kills. Don't be selfish.
But he is so powerful, those men at times, man.
Yeah.
Those men at times and spears. Look how yellow, look how Mr. Yo is suffering. Population for Mr. Yo, man. Population for Mr. Yo, please, T90. This is absolutely crazy. Lost 2 villages more. The Crocodile is even gonna eat the TC, but he went back to take more villages. And now, 18 villages, Mr. Yo. 18 villages, he lost 8 units, and the other Indians is 6 villages ahead already. Yes, the time is gonna be 14 minutes for both, but man, the population difference, T90, big problems.
It's huge. He has no shorefish, Memb. He has no shorefish. So yes, he's receiving resources, but Leary, he has his own shorefish and he's receiving resources. That honestly could be the game right there. AM with such a strong play. Such a very strong play with the spears and the man-at-arms from Nikov and the scouts of Leary. They just earned themselves a lot of momentum. A lot of Castle Age momentum.
But it's also the positions. Because the one that was with the feudal army, it was against the Indians that was going to go under slaying aggressive. But look at this. This is over, man. What is Mr. Yo now doing? And now the Knights, he's gonna be 16, 15. Wow, man. This is a total disaster. Disaster
Crazy.
for Mr. Yo. And Leary, Leary is safe at home without a single village loss, 8 villages more, and Leary has killed 12 units.
Well, positionally, you would have expected Lix to be able to help because he's so much closer to Yo. And for some reason, he was here after all the damage was done. Can SY come back here, Memb? It's obviously going to be difficult. It's obviously not ideal. But this is perhaps the furthest they've been behind in any game.
Yeah.
At least 15 minutes
If they come back from this,
if
they come back from this, well, we put, I don't know. A medal is not an oath, but let's see. The problem is that this is Leary, man. With 10 villages more, they cannot throw this game.
Yeah, this is now AM's game to lose. They should have this won if they play this correctly, and they are. Nikov's micro is good, Leary's micro and upgrades are way better than Yo's. They'll win this fight because of the upgrades.
Yeah, it's brutal, man. It's brutal. It's brutal and a little bit sad. I don't know what you think, that after this crazy and amazing series, this game, it's being decided in 16 minutes. It's the decided game, the final of the tournament, but this is why this game is so unpredictable. And guys, you have to tune in till the last second because you never know what is gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, the issue is, it's the level of consistency that's required to perform in this game. And over a best of 5, best of 7, whatever, you have to get consistent results. You can lose a game or two, but you need to be more consistent. All teams are skilled. It's about the results. And AM, they should polish off Yo now. Yo's at 19 population. He's receiving Sling. It's not going to be enough, man. And Aftermath are going to take their first victory in the Escape Champions League. They deserve it.
It's total disaster. I mean, look at Nikov also on the way to Castle Age. He's absolutely... Well,
it's over.
I gotta say, after that 3 hours game, the reaction, look at this. Game over. Impressive performance there by AM in the last match. Game over. The grand final, it went to AM. Incredible, man.
So really, Aftermath,
really incredible.
After all the hype surrounding Aftermath and then all the struggles that they had, they finally get their win, which will put them, I could be wrong on this, I'm not sure if we'll have a live update, but I believe that will put them at 3rd in the standings. Either way,
4th.
Will be 4th? Well, it's going to be much higher than they were before when it comes to points. They go from 10 points to 18 points, and I have to say that AM deserved it. They played well. SY did, but on the day, there wasn't any question. Aftermath was definitely better in this final.
Definitely. And I like the reaction. I repeat it about against that 3 hours game, you know? Because you need to get that consistency. And really, the morally for them might be really good this tournament.
This is exciting for me.
I think.
This is exciting for me, Mem, because we talked briefly about Aftermath before Battle of Africa, and we said how it was so exciting that Aftermath, how good they were, right? We're so excited because finally there was a team to rival what is now Team Secret. And then after that, they really hadn't found their way. But I'll pull up the standings now, and we're in a time where there's many teams who can take it to Secret. We now have Secret in first with 28 points, but we have SY right behind in 26, then Frantic's at 22, and AM is at 18. So this is doable for AM. This is doable for Frantic. These teams can get into the top 2 for sure, and all teams have shown that they're not able to steamroll every time. The level of a play we're at in Age of Empires 2 is arguably the best when it comes to team games ever, because we have 4 amazing teams near the top.
And after all these, struggling for AM, look where they are. They're not that far.
Yeah.
You know, they are not that far. They got 3rd position. Now this victory. And like you said, it's good to see contenders and see players that can face the Viper and, you know.
Yeah, it's important whether it's 1v1s, team games. It's important when, especially us as casters, we go into an event and we don't already know the winner ahead of time, right? And I think in 1v1s, there's Leary, there's Yo, but Viper's definitely the king of 1v1s. But when it comes to team games, it's obvious that there are many, many teams that are near the top and can take a win on any day. So, man, I mean, as you said, Mem, it's kind of funny. We casted a 3.5-hour game for game 2, and then the next 3 were fairly short in comparison, but what a great day for Age of Empires 2.
Was great, man. Was great. I'm really happy that we casted also together. I don't know how you have feel because we can consider this the first time that we casted together. Yeah. And in a competitive series like this, without any practice or feedback, because I also know that you were busy this weekend, probably with the Thanksgiving in your country. But man, hopefully people have enjoyed. Hopefully you have enjoyed. I have enjoyed a lot casting with you today. And that's it, man. After so much Age of Empires today, hopefully, guys, you have enjoyed. More Age of Empires will come soon with more and more tournaments, with Escape Champions League and with a lot of events.